right. What is up? I wasn't sure if you want me to do it or
I
not.
was gonna let you go. I was like, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, but what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Stan Kramer. We're Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly. We're coming a little late today because a little something came out today that we all went to go watch. So, yeah. So, nice. You got that one?
That's all I could get. Everything was sold out.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
I got that one.
That's the one I got. That's the one I got too.
Yeah, I like it. They had different toppers, which was cool. I got that little.
Yeah,
topper.
I got Actually, don't. Actually, let me go grab mine. You don't have to cut me off. I'll take 10 seconds.
Okay.
Also got this one.
Nice.
Buy me.
The buy me one. Yeah, they're actually really nice cups. Like I was kind of surprised. Like they're not bad. I didn't put soda in mine, obviously. Like, no, you better give me a regular cup.
I bought mine. I was like, oh yeah, this is collectible. My wife, first thing she did, soda.
No, I told him, hey, can you give me a regular cup? He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put soda in my. I got the buy me topper.
Yeah,
nice.
I got one of those too. Yeah,
nice.
But these are actually really good. I'm actually going to a friend's Olympic watch party tomorrow. I might even bring it with me.
Yeah. I like the little toppers are nice. I mean,
yeah.
So and then you got the big one of that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got the grand.
You got it.
I got the big mama of it all.
I'm so jealous.
These things sold out so fast.
They said
they were gone.
Buying them by the 10s and 20s, and I was like, at 3 o'clock. Said people were coming in as soon as they opened at 12.
Yeah. So at mine, I had asked him, how many can I buy? He's like, I don't know, how many do you want? I was like, I don't know. Like, I should have bought more than one when I first bought it, because I bought it before I went in. And then when we came out, you said you needed one, so I went to go look for it, and they're like, everything was gone. Everything was gone by the time my movie was over, like at 8:30. So I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
they told me, like, yeah, it's been gone since 3:30.
That's crazy that they would allow people to buy that many,
because they just told the kids they weren't thinking about what's going on.
I guess.
So
still, yeah.
I didn't get that, but I did get this.
Nice,
this
yeah.
The Wolverine mask light. So I am happy about that. It will be up illuminated just like this.
Yeah. I think I might get that one. Because that came out like today. Like all the merch that came out today, all the good merch. But I'll see. Hopefully, I think they might not sell it just on AMC. From what I understand, I think they might start selling it everywhere after a few weeks. So, oh, nice. That one comes with a stand too.
Yeah, it comes with a stand.
It is a stand.
Oh, damn.
this one. So the Deadpool one was $39.95.
Yeah, that one was more money.
The Wolverine one was $29.95. I was like, I want the Wolverine one. It's like, too bad.
when I was at, they had a decent amount. Somebody broke theirs already. So.
At the theater?
At the theater, they broke one of the flappy things.
What were they doing with it that would break it?
I don't know. I mean, it's built pretty.
Know what they're
doing.
doing.
It's a little, yeah, right. So it says designed by Deadpool, and it says can be used for popcorn, or can also be used for popcorn.
Can you imagine if you get signed by Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, but this was the main thing I want. And then I wasn't gonna get the cup, and then Erica was like, "You gotta get the cup." So,
yeah, I thought about like just passing on the cup, and then I'm like, no, I want it.
I said, give me everything you got. Load it up. Let's go.
It's so much, man. It's so much. I do kind of want Cinemark has the baby Deadpool in a car seat, and I was like, that one does look cute, but I don't know where I'm gonna put it. What's up, Mama Bear?
Hey, Mama Bear.
The Deadpool Wolverine domestic box office debut prediction 180 to 200.
Mm-hmm. I feel like playing that game. We'll be at that all night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
I have
the
no idea.
domestic, it's gonna be insane. I mean, from what I understand, just the not today. So like yesterday on Wednesday's tickets, so like the stuff before today, they're saying like that alone is about 35 million. Like before, an actual like release date of today. Yeah,
And that's nuts.
It's gonna make so much money.
Man,
that one is cool. I like that one a lot.
do you think it makes the $1 billion?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Word of mouth is really going to help it too.
I mean, right now it says global box office prediction around $360 million worldwide in this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're talking about, does it make $400 million?
Yeah.
It might.
It might. Yeah. It might. Yeah. That's wild. But yeah, Twisters was gonna be interesting because he's saying only 30 to 35 mil for its second weekend. And that's a win, man. That is a win for sure.
If you could hold on to that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying
Deadpool. There's a lot of people that don't like Deadpool. They don't like the cursing or the killing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or the slapstick stuff. I mean, I understand.
Well, then they don't understand Deadpool, and you're kind of better off without him anyway.
No, but if you don't like that, I mean, some people just don't like that.
That's why you can go see Twisters, and there's a lot less curse. Is it PG-13?
It is PG-13. Yes.
PG-13, right? So it's not rated R. So yeah, you don't have to worry about the sex or the gore. So yeah, if you want like something a little bit more tamed but still a good action kind of flick, like Twisters
works.
Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, so we're obviously going to talk about Deadpool Wolverine. I figure we'll do a quick rating, spoiler free rating, so at least we can put that out there, and then obviously we'll talk about everything and get into all the spoilers and stuff like that. Did you guys want to watch any trailers? Because this is probably my last show.
Obviously,
probably my last show.
Which trailers do we have?
I'm surprised you make it through this right now.
Oh no,
same man. I was kind of wondering which trailers are there. What Joker, which is something I
haven't seen that yet, but Joker.
I haven't watched it.
Wolverine. It was on the previews.
I might have missed it because I came a little late. My movie didn't start for 36 minutes.
35 minutes for us. Yeah,
it's insane. That's insane. That's
just due to the amount of trailers.
Yeah,
trailers. They were holding it. They didn't even start the trailers for 15 minutes.
Oh no, mine started on time, but like it was 5:45, and the movie, like Nicole Kidman was done, and it was like 6:16. So no, it was I'm sorry, it was 6:16 right before Nicole Kidman came online, and then she did her thing, and then they did their other spiel about like thanks for being an MC person, blah blah blah. So yeah, so it was like 6:20.
I was so disappointed that Nicole Kidman ad wasn't replaced by one of Deadpool doing that whole thing.
That would have been awesome.
I mean, did you like him humming the intro?
Yeah.
I actually did. I actually used to say to a good friend of mine who's like who's a fan just like us. I've known this kid since I was a teenager. We went to summer camp together, but I told, because he's a big Deadpool fan, I told him years back, I'm like, how hilarious would it be if whenever Deadpool enters the MCU, when they show the Marvel logo, you hear him humming along to the theme song, or kind of like putting his own lyrics into it. I can't believe they actually did that.
I was actually disappointed that I didn't hear not one time.
No,
I knew you were gonna slip that in there.
Yeah. I was waiting for it the entire time, and they not once.
I was surprised they didn't.
I'm really
I was surprised they didn't.
I think that was a mistake. I think that's a missed opportunity. What up, Cleves?
Cleves, what's up, man?
The bye.
That was so good. When he was dancing to it, my wife lit up. She's like, I cannot believe he's doing this.
Yeah. Well, sorry, you just want to jump right into it. So I got the spoiler alert one. So when we can talk about spoilers, and then I got the non-spoiler one when we get into that. So I figure we'll start with the non-spoiler, kind of get that out of the way,
Okay.
and we can keep that short. Just rate it, and then we'll get into our goodies. So, yeah. So if we got time, maybe towards the end, we'll see how we're going.
Mhm.
Nice.
I'm enjoying this comic book run too. So
Is that a new one?
that's 3. So they have 1, 2,
Oh,
and 3.
a new run.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't think I've seen that run yet before.
Yeah. I have all 3 of them in here somewhere.
Nice. All right. Yeah, let's just get into it, man.
I think I'm gonna see it again. Let's go.
I want to.
I'm definitely going again.
Cleve said he saw it twice today. Yeah.
You get the keychain? Oh, that's awesome.
Keychain. Yeah, I like the keychain. The keychain's sick. All right, yeah. Let's do non-spoiler and then let's get into the goodies.
All right.
Where am I at? All right, let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer, Brandon the Grizzly, and we are going to talk spoiler-free at first. Spoiler-free Deadpool Wolverine. So we're just going to do our ratings. We're going to do the now, later, never. And we're also going to keep it spoiler-free. So if you're watching on the replay, you should be good for this video. And then we're going to have another video for all the spoiler discussions and us just completely nerding out. And if you're live, stick around because we're gonna get into all that fun stuff in a little bit. But we'll start off with Brandman. Remember, spoiler free. Are you giving this one now, later, never?
Easily. This is easily a now.
Yeah.
You know, and in all caps. This was just so much fun. I sat there entertained from beginning to end. It is probably my favorite of the Deadpool trilogy. I think it's the most comic booky feeling one. Like they really, it just really has that vibe. You know, it kind of feels like you're reading a Deadpool comic. Even at a little bit of a, you know, for all their vulgarity and violence and just how foul mouth they are. Even the Deadpool movies kind of have like a message behind them, which I really appreciate. So there's something there in that regard. I think it really just had fun with the multiverse, which I absolutely loved about it. And Hugh Jackman really, you know, it's crazy how 24 years after the fact, after he first showed up in this role, he still is very much in his element.
Mm-hmm.
And him and Reynolds just play off each other very well. It kind of almost surpassed my expectations.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, but I won't. I'll leave it at that. But this is definitely a now. Yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
But yeah, that's what I got. That's what I have to say about it.
All right. Well, leave him. I'm just gonna mute him.
You're cutting this up, not me.
Yeah. Just leave him there. I'll put a picture of him to cover up. All right. What about you, Brian? Are you giving it now, later, never? Remember, spoiler free. For now.
Never. I'm never gonna see this movie again. April Fools. No, I'm just kidding. I really enjoyed it. I was happy to, went with high expectations. So I mean, really, any little slip up could really ruin this type of movie when you're thinking it's that good. Now, this wasn't Endgame or any of those type of movies. It's not an Avengers level movie, but it was damn close. It might be top 5 non-Avenger. I think it is top 5 non-Avenger movie that I've seen. It was fun. It just I loved all the characters, all the people in it. I loved the storyline. I thought that was really cool. I think they did a good job of keeping it very Deadpool-y, but still giving you a decent movie. And suddenly I was sitting with my wife and she was telling me, she was like, Hugh Jackman? He does musicals. I didn't know that.
Oh,
I was like, that's
yeah.
what he was. No one thought he was going to be a good Wolverine, you know? So, and then seeing it, she was like, who the hell thought that was a bad idea? I said, no one now.
And now yeah.
he's the best, you know? So I just really enjoyed it. I'm actually surprised. If you're watching this right now and you have not seen it, I'm surprised. What are you waiting for? Go get it now.
Right?
Yeah.
The question is it now, later, or never, tonight, or twice? Are you gonna see it 3 times before the weekend's over? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the better question. How many times are you gonna see it before Monday? Yeah. But yeah. So for me, this thing is a now. Like, it is the cameos felt awesome. They felt good. Like they weren't just shoehorned in. The comedy was for the most part pretty on point. Hugh Jackman was amazing. You know, seeing him in the suit, you know, was great. This thing, man, every other word out of one of their mouths was the F-bomb. I was shocked in a good way on how much they cursed. And it wasn't. They dropped the F-bomb a lot,
dude. Like
they talked about cursing. They talked about drugs. They talked about stuff. I was like,
yeah.
Marvel, Disney, Mickey Mouse.
Disney.
Dude, they laid it on especially heavy.
Yeah.
You know, even by they didn't even use it that often in the first 2 movies.
No, I feel like, you know, there's, and when we get into spoilers, there's some scenes that I was like, you know, thought they were like really pushing the limit. But you know, this was a Deadpool movie, even though people were afraid that like it was gonna be Disney-fied or whatever. It's probably the most Deadpool of the 3 of them, honestly.
Very much.
But I absolutely loved it. Some of the jokes I thought were really, really good. They talk about like personal life stuff, which I was like, whoa! I was like, he's cool with you saying that, bro?
Yeah, I was
like, holy shit!
You must be real good friends, because you said like, I might have punched you.
I was like, man, you know. So yeah, some of it was really good. And then there's just so you guys know, there is a post-credit scene all the way at the end. You don't need to see it. I'll say that much. You don't need to see it. It doesn't add anything. It is a funny scene. And then I've been seeing people saying there's stuff in the middle. It's not really a post-credit mid-scene, whatever. There's stuff. I thought it was great. I really appreciated it. But yeah, it's definitely so it's worth staying it to the end, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm giving it a now. It was. Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan, you probably should. But this thing was everything I expected. It is what I wanted from the multiverse of madness. That's what I got. I got the madness of the multiverse in this one. You know, so yeah.
It blew the multiverse open in a way that I was expecting the Doctor Strange movie to, and didn't. You know, this did more. So far, this kind of did the most with the multiverse concept.
Yeah.
You know, appropriately. You know, who better to do that with almost, if not like the most meta, self-aware character in Marvel.
Yeah.
He's
the perfect guy to do something like this with.
Yeah. And this felt like the next logical step when it comes to Deadpool. You know, for the 3rd movie, it made sense. And, you know, whether or not they make a 4th one or whatever they do with Deadpool moving forward. But this was a very appropriate time for it.
Yeah.
I would say more, but I want to get off the spoiler-free part. So
I know.
I'm
like,
I'm gonna wrap this thing up, guys, because I'm like, dude,
like, I don't want to say this, I don't want to say that.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think most people are gonna love the cameos. You know, yeah. If you're a fan, even a fair weather fan kind of thing, I think you're gonna enjoy it. But yeah, but cool. So like I said, that's just our spoiler free. So if you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna get to spoilers. Just so you know. And if you watch on the replay, leave your comment down below. Now, how you rated it, how many times you saw it the first weekend. Did you buy any merch? There's so much merch that we haven't even talked about yet with this one. So, you know, I mean, yeah, we just got some, you know. So
I just like holding this thing, you know. I can't believe I almost didn't get this.
Me same. It is
really, you guys weren't gonna get?
I wasn't gonna get it.
I said
My
put
wife
it all
was
in the
like, "You gotta
bag.
get it."
It's like, whatever you do,
Everything.
put it in the bag. And then I reached in my pocket like it was gonna be a gun, and I gave him my credit card and said, "Hey, put it all on it. Let's go."
Nice. But yeah, just let us know what you think. Appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out. If you're watching live, stick around because we are going to get into the spoiler discussion of Deadpool and Wolverine. But let's move on to that. All right, real quick, let me change the banner so people know we're talking spoilers. I don't want to surprise anybody surprised. Real quick, we'll go through some of the comments because I know T's in here. Worldwide 400 to 500. Whoo, man. I think it's close to 500.
He said
Yeah.
domestic 400 to 500.
Oh, domestic. I don't know.
Yeah, I think no. I want to say it goes. It might go over $500 million. This is not the
open?
weekend. This is total run prediction.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
total run prediction of 400 to 500 million. I think he gets 550 total run.
Yeah. That's without. I think probably, after seeing all the people in the theater, everyone was there to see that movie. Everyone was there to see that movie. So yeah, and that was just Thursday. It was just Thursday. So yeah. And have you seen that with T? He said he goes, not now, or he goes, not now, but right now. Exactly.
Like if you're watching this right now and you haven't seen it, go see it. Yeah, I mean, I want you here. Don't get me wrong. I really want you here, but go see it. It's okay. Yeah. It's the first time I'll allow it.
Brandon said, "What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Coming in. Absolutely loved it. Hugh got started on musicals. Yeah. That's why it was kind of weird. Like, even Broadway Boy is going to be Wolverine.
But even the jokes with The Greatest Showman and stuff like that was great.
Yeah. So I might go see it again tomorrow. Brand said, I kind of messed up now, so I haven't seen it. Obviously, it's a now. Yeah, obviously it's a now. Yeah. Every other word out of Hugh Jackson was the F-bomb. It was halfway through the movie, I was like, man, they are saying it a lot. And they usually I don't mind, I don't care, but damn.
Right?
Can you imagine doing like a drinking contest? See, here's the game. You're in a row in like a circle with like 7 friends, and every time there's an F-bomb, one person takes a shot, and you just go down all 7 friends. I guarantee each one of you guys will have 8 shots by the end of the movie.
That's it.
Like halfway. Yeah, by halfway.
You're probably right.
You're drunk. Well. Cleveland is saying definitely now. Yep. He's coming back for Secret Wars.
100%. That's what they said. Marvel's going to make you die. Wolverine.
There was a joke. He goes, until you're 90. It's like, I was like, not wrong.
He had that time when he had the shirt off. My wife looked at me and she's like, "You gotta go do some more sit-ups." He's 55. You're just 40. So it's like, man, you're right. I need to get back in the gym. That's crazy. I was like, but if you pay me Wolverine money, I'll do it.
I was gonna say, pay you that Wolverine X-Men money. No need for a poll. It's now, I haven't seen it. Yeah, no poll. Hilarious post-credit scene. It was good. That was really good. That
was hilarious.
Yeah, it's nice seeing Brandon this excited. Yeah. Well,
dude, I couldn't believe I was getting angry at other people because this one dude was talking right next to me. I looked at them. I was like, "Look, I got an extra cup. I'll give you the cup, but you gotta shut the F up.
Yeah.
If I have to look at you one time during this damn movie." And his partner looked at him. He said, "Don't worry, we'll shut up.
Because what was he doing?
It's not just when you're a talker during the stuff when you're talking like this and you're yelling and that. I was like, bro.
Yeah,
You about to get me to take off my shirt? We about to get in this Wolverine Deadpool fight right now.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Like we're not doing that.
Yeah. How packed was your guys' theater?
There was no seats.
It was
It was a full house.
full house. Yeah.
It was a full house.
Yeah. And I went to like a smaller, I didn't see it in IMAX or Dolby or anything. So mine was like a smaller auditorium. And I think the first 2 rows. There was somebody, no, I think there was somebody in the second row. There's like a 3 people in the second row. So yeah, it was packed. It was packed. People were buying everything. Yeah.
Damn it, you. I wanted the Wolverine one, but it's okay. I got the other stuff, so it's okay. It'll be all right. No, I've been looking since this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Sucks, man. That sucks. ABC, what is up? ABC Cinema. Appreciate you coming in. If the movie takes place in the MCU and Logan is the anchor being within it, how are they gonna bring in the X-Men? Weren't they all dead in Logan?
Yeah, I don't believe before the reboot that they're gonna bring in all the X-Men. I don't. I believe we kind of talked about this last week or last show. I said, that little group is going to be the group of X-Men that we're going to have in the MCU before the reboot. So like X-23, Blade will be in it. I don't think Electric will continue to do it. I wouldn't be surprised. Gambit, that really surprised me. That Channing Tatum was in it that long. I thought he was going to get killed immediately. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a brief, like 5-10 second cameo personal.
And he was there for a long time.
Yeah, he had a kind of important
He
role.
didn't die. That's the huge part. They didn't die.
None of them died. Yeah.
So that they could be brought back for any of the future movies going forward.
Yeah. But yeah, it's weird because when he's talking to Happy, that's the 616, which is the sacred timeline.
Yeah.
And then he jumps over, which I'm kind of wondering is like, so was he part of the sacred timeline to begin with? Because then he jumped over to 100065 or 66, whatever it was. Because then that was the timeline
that he was originally in.
I don't know.
I think he was originally in that timeline, right? Then he went to the 616 to see if he could become an Avenger. And then when he didn't get that, he went back to his original timeline.
That makes sense.
And that's why all the people he knew, all the people in Colossus, was all that stuff. So that's he was in his original, went to 616 to try to interview to be an Avenger. They said no, went back to his timeline, became the
it can't be because Peter's still alive. Peter died in
but he went back and changed it.
Well, yeah, remember
but then now is that his timeline?
Yeah, because that's why
because now he made another timeline.
No, Vanessa's alive. He went and saved all of them. He changed all.
Yeah, they're all alive. But I was like, but now does that make a new timeline?
Well, it's the new one that he said, because when we went to TVA, they said, yeah, all that stuff that he did, yeah, we should have probably got you then. But yeah, we saw it was fine.
Yeah.
So that that was Peter's alive. All of them were alive that he saved at the end of Deadpool 2.
Yeah. So yeah, I know Brandon's out of here. He says, I'm gone, y'all. I'm on season 2 of The Boys. Go enjoy that.
He's been
have fun with that.
Thank you for putting it on. I saw you just binged season 1, season 2 and 3
and 4.
Yeah. Way to play catch up.
Sip season 4 like a fine wine, because you got a long time to get to before you're gonna get season 5. So
season 5. Yeah, so take your time.
Enjoy it a little bit. Take some sips. Enjoy the notes.
Of it. All right. So we're getting into spoilers. So let me. Wait. So Superman same. I don't know what movie has the most F-bombs.
Yeah.
It's. Oh, actually, I think it's I think Wolf of Wall Street. They drop it a lot too.
They do.
Yeah.
This one is up there, man. This one's up there.
Yeah, it's definitely up there with like Wolf of Wall Street and The Departed and American History X.
Oh yeah. All right. So now we're getting into like some spoilery talk. So let me actually like officially start that.
Wait. Wolf of Wall Street
Okay.
has the most F-bombs with 506.
That's
The
a
number
lot. And
that's
I know
the
what's his name,
second
Jonah
one
Hill.
is Summer of Sam with 435.
Mm-hmm.
The Nail by Mouth with 428. Goodfellas with 300, averaging 2.05 per minute. And Scarface at 207.
Oh yeah,
That's all with Scarface.
I didn't even think of that Scarface, but yeah, Wolf of Wall Street I knew was a lot just because Jonah Hill, legit, Jonah Hill's every other word was the F bomb.
That was his
like,
adjective.
yeah, it was his everything. You know, it was his like, it was his noun, his adjective, it was everything. He said it for everything. I mean, there's a scene where he's just saying it on repeat because he's scared. You know, like, so he says it like 15 times.
I mean, 506. The fact that you said it 71 more times than the second movie is crazy.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm kind of curious what the count is for this one, though.
SwearNet, the movie, did 935 times, and Fuck, the documentary, did it 857 times. But that doesn't count.
That don't count. That don't count. All right. Let's get into the spoilery stuff. Let's officially get into the spoilery stuff. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to talk about Deadpool. Full spoilers ahead, just so you guys know. But before we jump in, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come and join us in our live chats every Monday and Thursday. Because we got a bunch of people in chat that we're going to have a blast with talking about this movie. So, like I said, full spoilers ahead. Everything's on the table. So if you haven't seen it yet or don't want to get spoiled, hit that pause button, come back.
Take your earbud out, like Mama Bear says.
Yeah, take your earbud out. Yep. Yeah, earbuds out. Let me know when to pass spoilers. So if you're watching live, once the little spoiler alert goes away, we won't do spoilers anymore. But we're getting full spoilers now. And so my favorite thing of this whole thing was the cameos.
Yep.
What was your guys' favorite cameo? And there's
Chris fucking Evans.
Yes,
but
the
Chris
way
Evans
they
cameo
did it was so good.
Yes,
I love the way they did it.
It was epic. It was epic. Everyone in my theater laughed. Everyone in my theater laughed because it's Chris Evans,
and he looks like he's Captain America.
Yep. I'm like, oh, they're bringing Cap in. Holy shit! Like, oh, it's the Cap from like Endgame or whatever. Johnny Storm.
Dude, at least 5 people in my theater said at the same time, "What the fuck? They brought him?"
Yeah. It was that was a good one. What about you, Brandon?
They first and foremost they had to do that as a callback to Fantastic Four. I'm like, if Chris Evans shows up in this, he's not going to be Cap. He's going to be Johnny Storm. Like I just saw that coming in the event.
They played it so well with the colors and all the looks and everything. It was so well done.
Mm. Yeah. And then when I saw him first show up, I had a feeling, because he wasn't blonde enough. I think my favorite cameo was Henry Cavill as the Wolverine variant.
Dude, that's a good one. That
was great.
What do you call him, Calverine or whatever you said?
Yeah, Calverine. And heck, for that matter, just the montage of the Logan variants, I thought was great.
Henry Cavill was so freaking big.
He was massive.
Was unbelievable. I was like, man, I wanted to go in the gym immediately. I was like, man, I gotta do more.
It was amazing. Huge.
Yeah, that dude's friggin'. Just his friggin' lats were just insanely huge.
I mean, and they
Um,
played it up too, because like when he got knocked through the wall, like you saw him like fly. It was different. He's a different
Mhm.
Wolverine. That was man.
Yeah, he was.
Looked pretty badass with the tank top and the cigar in his mouth
A
too.
cigar with the mutton chop kind of
Yeah.
Mhm.
beard going on. Is he going to be in consideration to replace Hugh Jackman?
Wouldn't even be mad at it.
When? Well, Hugh Jackman is going to be in at least 3 more movies, I think.
You think so? Dang.
Yeah.
I was more concerned about the age, because I'm like, what's the point if they're not that far off? 41.
41 to 55. That's 14 years.
Yeah, that's not bad. You could do it.
No,
you could do it.
But no, I think the other one gotta be you have to talk about is Blade.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Sniped. Dude, he looks so good. I was like, I love Mahershala Ali. Just forget Mahershala Ali. Let Wesley Snipes do it.
And even the things he referenced, I loved. Because he even told Deadpool, which is Ryan Reynolds, said something.
I've always hated you.
He goes, yeah, we never really got along, or something along those lines. I'm like, because I had to think about it for a second, and the whole rumor, of them not liking each other back in Blade days. So, yeah, I mean, that was a good one.
Bringing up Blade 3 was just so good. Everything they did so well. The little small things really just shined in this movie.
The short
small
Wolverine.
person.
He said the comic book accurate Wolverine had me dying.
Oh, that was great.
And now I'm like, okay, I kind of get it, because if you have everyone else there and you make Wolverine 5'2", 5'3" like he is in the comic, it does look weird. It does look weird, but this shit was it was hilarious. There's the whole montage, like Brandon said.
Yeah, Hugh playing so many variants.
Yeah.
I knew there would be variants, but the fact that Hugh was so many of them.
Yeah.
I was thinking we were going to get like cameos of different actors. I was thinking we'd get like Dan Radcliffe and I had a feeling when they were I had a feeling when they were saying Henry Cavill was going to show up in some capacity in the MCU. I'm like, I bet it'll be a Wolverine variant or something like that rather than a big part. It's going to be something crazy. But yeah, I was surprised. Like all of them, with the exception of Henry Cavill, were all the variants. And dude, by the way, like it was so freaking dope to see Wolverine in the like 70s, 80s brown and yellow.
That was awesome
for that hot second.
Even the Wolverine from I forgot what it is, but it's in the future where he's like missing his hand. And like the old 80s kind of flared out hair and shit like that. I was like, that was epic. That was so good. But the old school
all variants were great. But then I'm saying, when you talk about Blade, and he said some motherfuckers still want to ice skate uphill, I just wanted it so much. I was like, I wanted this line so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
My wife looked at me and she was like, "What's wrong with you?" Just like, I was waiting for him to say it.
Yeah. So I think the one where I think Cleves is bringing it up, the one where he what was up with the Wolverine and the skulls had me confused, where he was up on an X, I believe.
Oh yeah. Like a Wolverine Christ type of thing.
Yeah, I was trying to I didn't get a chance to I think we all literally just got home not that long ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a chance to look it up because I'm like, it has to be a comic book reference because everything is like a comic book reference.
Yep.
I think
and that one wasn't ringing any bells.
Yeah.
I think it was a Fox reference that they use Wolverine like a messiah.
Either that.
Oh no, House of X. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a House of X. You're right. You're 100% right. You're right.
I saw the thing right now. House of X Fever Dream. It's called from 1989.
You are 100% right.
Yeah. So
I didn't even think about that, but that's
Yeah, because they did Old Man Logan. They did actual
Old
Old
Man
Man Logan.
Oh man,
You know?
actual old man Logan.
Yeah, but the brown and the yellow and the brown one was awesome for me.
That was awesome.
With the Hulk reference. With the Hulk reference.
Yeah. So, don't you go against the Hulk right here? And he taps on the shoulder. It's like,
but they even did the thing where like you see the reflection in the blades. I was like, that's just straight out of like one of the most iconic Wolverine like images ever. Is seeing Hulk in the reflection. So yeah, that was.
I think we're burying the lead, guys.
How?
We
haven't even got to the lead yet.
This is it. The best, but the best variant was the skull, the skeleton.
Oh,
the Logan skeleton was. I was like, oh, really? You really gonna do this? We're not going to ruin it at all. And he digs him up. It's just a fucking skeleton.
That was yeah. Because like the first thing they say when they first announced the movie, like 3 years ago, or whatever, 2 years ago, they said like, "Don't worry, we're not going to touch Logan. That's still be a great movie." And for the most part, it's true, except for him actually literally digging up his corpse and using it as weapons, to an NSYNC song.
Oh man, that was so good.
Yeah, it had to be. I love the beginning. The whole beginning kind of fight scene thing, where he's digging it up and the big bye, the credits.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Wolverine X is a famous comic book cover. Yeah.
Yep. That's what I was trying to find it. Yeah.
Yeah, you found it. Yeah. I mean, all of them were from a comic. The eye patch one, which was super cool. I mean, we saw that in the trailer. Yeah. Here you go. What do you guys thoughts on Cassandra Nova? What you think, Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon's first.
I thought she was fine. I liked Emma Corrin in the role. I thought the role was pretty well acted. I'm not even. She actually made me look at all the Deadpool villains in the movies as a whole. I'd probably put her behind Francis as far as a villain goes. I liked how theatrical she was. I thought that really made sense for kind of like the premise of this movie. Yeah. I thought she was fine as a villain overall. I think she was kind of like, I don't want to say the weaker side, because she was a big threat and she was no joke and she was a menace, but I thought she was fine overall.
Yeah,
I liked how she was acted.
What were you, Brian?
I thought she was interesting, but not strong enough to carry the movie. So I'm glad they had other type of villain type in the movie, because that kind of made it better for me. Even though I liked her a lot. I don't want to seem like I'm coming down on her. Just it wasn't enough. She wasn't enough. Even though she was strong as hell, the idea that she's always been there, like she was purged at the beginning of her birth. All that stuff was just kind of weird, and I don't know, just didn't do it for me. But I loved how she acted it. I loved every scene that she was in, but wasn't a great villain.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I leave it. I guess wasn't a great villain.
Yeah, and it's same. I think for me, she was the weaker part of the movie. Not that she sucked. I just think she wasn't like, she was the villain, but it was more like, for me, like the main villain of the story was like the problem of trying to save his timeline. So, and there was what's his name? Sorry, with Paradox, I think his name was, right? the TVA guy. He
Yeah,
was
Air Doctor.
kind of the villain, and then the
Mhm.
instrument was kind of used as the thing the bad guys were using, and then Cassandra just kind of stepped in. So like she was good. I did like her a lot, you know, and I would be really interested to see
Her going
her,
forward.
you know, in some other stuff. Yeah, you know, in some other stuff it'd be kind of cool if they do like another variant of her. But yeah, the actress was good. The idea of the character was good. They explained who she was. I
Mhm.
think as a
Very well.
viewer, you know, yeah, you got it. You know, you didn't need to go too crazy into details. Um, but she just wasn't like the main thing, you know, because it went from a weak bad guy with the plan, and then the stronger bad guy just came in and is like, "You suck, let me finish it." And whenever they do that, it's okay, but it's never the person is the bad guy. You know what I mean? It's just the scenario they're stuck in is kind of the bad guy or the problem of the movie. You know, so they're not trying to defeat a person; they're trying to save the world.
Their
You know?
timeline, and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
their
was
timeline.
apparent. That
Yeah,
was apparent. Like it wasn't mostly about her. She was good. She was powerful, but she was like a means to an end. She was the
yeah,
thing that they had
exactly.
to get. She was like the troll in front of the bridge. You need to get over the bridge to get to where you need to go, but she's the troll there. She's the one that you need to get past. And I thought that was,
Yeah,
okay, whatever you're doing it because at the end of the day, this was a buddy cop type film. That was
Mhm.
really the draw. So the villain didn't need to be the villain. The villain was this is more introducing them to this timeline, introducing them to all these timelines, being destroyed, and the idea is the villain, and that's what's going to carry it forward.
yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah, I like she's just the troll on the bridge that you have to get past. That's a good way to put it. You said they should have showed her killing Magneto. That would have been interesting. That would have been interesting. But then
Mhm.
then
You
you have
need
to
more.
get a Magneto,
Mhm.
you know, and that's. I mean, like I said, none of the cameos felt like they were just like the Cavill one's the only one where you're just like, haha. All the other ones felt like, oh, okay, I get why you're there, and I get why you're here, and I get why all these characters, you know, from all the Fox stuff are here. Um,
Yeah, I'm happy they didn't go too crazy with it.
yeah, we're just like the gotcha kind of things. Like the Cavill's the only one that like gotcha, you know, like.
Mhm.
But even if they would have put a Magneto in, it would have made sense because obviously she kills a Magneto. So seeing her kill a Magneto, you know, would have been cool. But you know, that yeah, that would have been cool. But then you know, trying to get another, you know, big actor, I guess Fassbender ain't doing much right now, right? So
Mhm.
could have got him, but yeah. Um, yeah, in the beginning, he was going in on the TVA. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there you go. Mark, I appreciate you coming in, Mark. I think
Yeah.
this is the first time I saw you
Smart.
in our chat, so appreciate you coming in and checking us out. Mark said Cassandra Nova did not have enough of a part in the movie because I thought she was going to be responsible for Wolverine killing all his X-Men.
Taking over his body or entering
Like,
his mind.
yeah,
She was almost
yeah,
like a plot device because like that's why we were able to see what happened with in
yeah.
his mind and why he's feeling the way he's feeling and things like that. But it wasn't this could have been more. But I think this is our introduction to her. She's going to be around more, I think.
Well, she kind of got disintegrated, so it
Yeah, but that's just
probably
one
be a
variant.
variant. Yeah,
I think you can see it like a Battle World Earth. Maybe she comes back around, but nothing big.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I like connecting her with Wolverine would have been nice, you know, because then Wolverine would have had a connection with her, like, oh, I hate you because you made me do this, you know, but him still having the guilt of killing the X-Men. Because in here, he doesn't kill the X-Men, right? He just
No,
is
he
not there
just
when they all
happened.
die.
He wasn't there when they were
They
all
all were killed.
when they were all killed.
Yeah,
That confused me a little bit because what he
yeah,
said was like you weren't there for that, and I came back and they're all dead. But then she said, "But that's not the whole story, right?"
yeah,
And he's like, and I just lost it, and I started killing everybody. In my mind, that means that he killed everyone else that was left, both the X-Men
and
and
the humans.
and the humans and everybody. Like so, like it might have not been his family ones that he loved, but all at once maybe he killed all the people at the school. He killed everybody. He went crazy.
Yeah,
He
went
lost everybody and killed everyone else that was
feral.
left.
Yeah.
But he
That's
killed
what I
them.
assume. Like, they came in, they killed the X-Men, and then he killed everybody that was like left, like all the humans and stuff like that. Because he said, like, he goes, "Oh, I'm the reason why the world hates the X-Men."
Mhm.
It's because he went, full on feral and killed a bunch of people. But I think connecting that would have been better for making her more villainous, and they have a connection. But I mean, it was all right for what it was, you know. But she was, for me, definitely probably the weakest part of the movie, and I didn't hate it. It wasn't like a horrible thing. It just was like, you know.
Yeah,
So
I
I don't
thought she
know.
was fine.
Yeah. So Cassandra Nova for me is what kept this movie from being a 5-star. Because on Letterboxd, when I got home, I was, on my Letterboxd, and I was gonna give it 5, and I'm like, man, this something was a little off, and it was her. The more I thought about it, so I gave it's a 4.5. So,
Yeah.
nah.
Mhm.
I think the movie itself was great. Some of the slapstick was a little bit too much for me. I was getting tired of
It was
it
a
a
little,
little bit.
much.
You know,
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
all right, come on, let's go. Let's start moving a little bit. Just like if you're doing a story and went like 30 seconds too long, I feel like that's what it was. It's just 30 seconds too long. Not like it ruined anything. Cassandra Nova was fine, but I said she was a plot device. That's why I didn't even think about her as much. But yeah, I probably still give it a 4.5 too. So
Yeah. Yeah. Which is still like,
that's why I gave Doom.
yeah, I know you.
I don't give 5s unless it's perfect. So
Yeah, I gave Dune a 5.
Yeah,
I walked out.
Dune was an easy 5.
I walked out thinking I'm gonna give it a 5, but the more I like sat on it, the more I'm like, some of the jokes went a little too long.
Mhm.
But for the most part, I loved almost all the jokes. So before I get in, I had looked at, even me and my wife looked at each other. We're like, oh, did he just say that? So there's a part.
Oh, the divorce.
Yes, there's a part where they're talking about Wolverine, and he's like, "Oh, Hugh has to wear a shirt now because he doesn't look as good after the divorce." I was like, "What?" And I
Mhm.
was like, "Wow!" Like, obviously, he cleared her with Hugh because that's just not something you do on the fly.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah.
Yeah. But even still, I was like, "Wow!" Like, that's going deep into like personals. Like, we talk about the Blade, saying like, "Oh, we never really liked each other," or whatever, about the whole Ryan Reynolds and Snipes thing. But like, this is like, bro, it's like, and he was married to his wife for forever, for so
27
long.
For a
years.
while.
They
Yeah,
were married 27 years.
yeah, and yeah, I was kind of surprised when that happened, because I was like, wow, that was a deep one, man. I mean, obviously he was okay with it, because otherwise it would not have been in the movie. But I was like, wow, I was shocked at that one. I was shocked at that one.
Yeah, it was almost too much. I was like, all right. Only way that's allowed is if Hugh Jackman told him, hey, you should probably say this. Because I don't even
Yeah,
know
he
if
brought it
you're
up.
friends enough to say, like, if I'm your friend, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say this. You have to tell me
Mhm.
to say this. And I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But it needs
Yeah,
to come from
Oh,
you.
yeah, easily. There's no way that was ad libbed.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
But no, yeah,
Mhm.
Hugh had to give him permission. He's like, oh, it'll be funny if that's what you do, because like divorced dads and blah 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 and this and that. So, but yeah, I was just like, oh, damn, okay, like they even brought about Blake Lively.
A couple of times they talk about
They
Blake.
brought her up, how like she got skinny again after having all the kids, and
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
know, he did talk about like some woke stuff, which was funny. It was definitely funny, you know, but it was also poking fun at both sides. I think, people going too critical and people being too ignorant. And I think that's how it should be done. Because like when Cassandra Noble gets out of the chair, he's like, "Oh, ableist much," or whatever he said, and that was a funny one, and you know, yeah, so it was some fun stuff, in there, but yeah, and real stuff, like real stuff.
It's
But
surprising things that you are surprised that they bring up and they'll say all the time. So I enjoy those things. Those things that kind of make it real.
mhm.
Even when they're talking about
What was the Wizard of Oz joke?
said that was the first meta
Meta, yeah, that was.
Oh, the first
multiverse
multiverse kind
type
of
of
thing. Yeah, that's
movie.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even that was funny, when they're talking about like, "Or we need to stop with this multiverse stuff." Like, that didn't work, doesn't work, and then like Nice Pool was like, "Yeah, I thought it was okay since Endgame." So it was good.
So I think my favorite part was when Deadpool Wolverine get back to the TVA and they say hey hey, welcome to the MCU. It's kind of on a downturn right now, but we're gonna make it better. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that,
You're coming in at a down point,
down
but
point,
it's gonna
yeah.
get better.
I thought that was very smart. Everything was just well done. So
Yeah,
those things were
yeah.
good.
Even the how'd you guys like the music with it? Just the bunch of different kind, but yeah. What you think?
I liked it. Actually, yeah, I thought the choices of music were good. They weren't too over the top.
Mhm.
It was very Deadpool, obviously. Like we said, the NSYNC opening scene was absolutely great.
Yeah.
Um, I'm surprised they didn't bring back DMX like they used in the
Mm.
first two movies in some capacity. That surprised me a little bit. But yeah, it was appropriate.
I think because it'd be in bad taste. You probably need permission, and the fact that DMX is passed, that's something that you got to go do something else. You're not gonna bring that. I don't think his children or anything are gonna let anyone use it. DMX music is not gonna be used for that, in
Was
that manner.
DMX still alive when number 2 came out? Or was he already
He was.
gone?
Yeah,
Was he still alive? Okay.
Yeah, he died a year and a half ago, 2 years ago,
Man,
man.
it feels like
Three.
longer.
Was it 3? It's
3.
I feel like it was right when we got out of COVID.
It was when it was on the on the it was on the decline. Mhm.
Mm.
Well, yeah, his music still exists. I don't think using a deceased
So
musician's
you gotta get permission. I don't think
uh,
that they're gonna allow it.
yeah,
Why his
we'll
kids?
see.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily taboo.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if
Mm,
I think if they would have found a song that would have worked, maybe, but
mm.
but I think with what they used was good. My thing was I didn't hate it. I thought it was interesting because it took me a second to kind of catch what they were doing with turning off the music and then turning it back on. And I can't remember the last time I saw something like that. Where like because there's one part where they're about to fight for the first time. They're in the void, they're about to fight, and the music kind of gets quiet. I'm like, I'm like, oh, the audio got fucked up. But then it kicks back in, and then it cuts again, and I'm like, huh. And they do it again with the grease, fight scene. And I'm like, I kind of liked how they did it, because it would like the music would stop, it would be like a quip or a real bad impale, or something like that. And then the music would like kick back up again. And I'm like, I kind of dug it, but I can't remember the last time I saw something like that where instead of because usually they fight to the beats, they fight to the beats, so if there's like something that happens, it's like boom, and then like a beat drops or something. Here they just cut the music, and I thought that was interesting.
I mean,
no panel today, man. This is just us talking.
yeah, just today. We
Yeah.
could probably do something for Monday. I was telling everybody about it, so.
Yeah.
But I think everyone wants to get out on their channel and talk about all this stuff, and then you can come together and kind of start hammering things out as we kind of pass, figure out what we were getting.
Yeah. Did that T.I. song surprise me?
That was great.
Where was the T.I. song?
Yeah, I'm not.
It was when Blade, Elektra, Gambit, Deadpool, Wolverine, and X-23 all storm the giant man fortress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like, I remember LFG. I remember You're All I Need to Get By. The fact that they did it, Aretha Franklin. I was
Mhm.
surprised that Aretha Franklin,
Mhm.
really. Power of Love was interesting. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Glamorous and
Yeah. The Lady in Red.
Lady in Red.
Everybody in the whole freaking world thought it was gonna be when you first see Lady Deadpool. Everyone was wrong.
Yep.
And it was done so much better. I loved that he just loved that stupid dog.
Mhm.
Like,
I was like, man, you got your mouth open. You just let him
oh,
lick, huh? Ugh. Okay. I love my dog. I love him.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Nah.
Mhm.
It was just
Yeah.
like looking in his mouth and his lips, and I was like, all right.
That whole scene where you first meet Nice Pool and you get Dog Pool and how the main Deadpool like just gets so excited and he just it was great. Like it made no sense why he instantly loved this dog, but it just it fit the character so well. Yeah. So and then yeah.
If I didn't
If I
know
didn't
better,
know
I
what
swear
I
he's
was saying,
intentionally flexing. It's like
What?
you.
you
Oh.
just get the bicep right in there. Henry Cavill? What? It's like
Cavill who?
exactly. T said, my favorite joke of the whole movie is when Puck speaks at the dinner table and he said, "Are you ad-libbing right now?" I don't know why I laughed so hard at that.
Mm.
Oh, that's a good question. What's your favorite joke from the whole movie?
That
Oh,
was
that's hard to place. I'd probably have to give it a rewatch and then come back with that because they were
I'm
coming a
not,
mile a minute with
they
with the
were.
jokes.
Mine was a little bit towards the end, when Nice Pool is like, "Oh, I can do the fourth wall break too," and he just looks at the camera. He goes, "The proposal."
The
The
proposal.
proposal.
Like dead laughing because it was just like, of course he picks that movie. It's like Nice Pool picks up that one. Yeah, I thought that one was pretty funny. That one made me chuckle. Oh yeah, what was up with that Thor reference and that scene?
Yeah, I think we're gonna see it.
Is it gonna pay off? Is it gonna
Yeah,
pay off? Like,
you have to get payoff.
I think that was the joke. I think that was the joke.
ooh,
That there was never an answer to it. Because if you remember, Wade kept trying to get an answer to it and never did.
yeah, the whole movie. Is that gonna be like a running gag that he maybe does multiple movies?
I think it could
Maybe.
be.
Is this the movie that you're gonna hold me after he finally meets Thor, right?
Yeah.
He's like, is this the movie? And then movie ends. He's nothing. And then next
Yeah.
one, is this the movie? And then all of a sudden we finally get to like Secret Wars and he's holding him and he gets up and we're waiting for this all this time and it was just nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. All the Thor references. Yeah. Yeah, it was totally the joke. Was that what you think that's what it was? I can see that,
I do.
With where just the joke is it's a reference that's never gonna get paid off. I can see that.
I think
That
it's
is,
gonna
that
be
is pretty
paid
funny.
off. But I just think it'll be nothing.
Yeah, it'll turn into a nothing thing. Tony said, so ketchup and mustard was good.
It was great.
Darcy would love Deadpool.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. She could be in all the movies. Yeah. But yeah, ketchup and mustard was really good. it was good. See, there's a few other Cleve said they did Pyro dirty. LOL.
I mean, Pyro did his own thing.
Well, I mean, the way she killed him at the end.
Yeah,
that was kind of fucked up.
Dude, Cassandra Nova, when she was like in their faces and stuff, she's like, I never learned how to do that, so I had to touch people to do it, and he's like inside their heads.
Yeah. And then like all the jokes, like she don't clean her hands and stuff like that.
Oh man. But even Cassandra Nova, like literally Deadpool's the reason why it was so good.
Mhm.
You know, his jokes, his stuff. You know, but
Go
I
ahead.
will say, I enjoyed X-23 a lot.
Oh, me too.
And the heart of it, and you know, just what's so good, just made the movie have another layer. Her.
Mm-hmm.
And then even at the end, when you get to see her like getting to know this Logan, what is good, I think, and that's going to bring a lot out of it.
Yeah, yeah, and also it's a way to get the same emotions that you got from Deadpool or from
Logan,
from Logan, right? Because even it's like so well liked that even people in the TVA loved the story. You
I
know what I
should
mean?
see you guys watch this.
Mhm.
He's like mouthing it. He knows the words. I was like, it's hilarious. Like that's the dude Brian that you sat next to. He's mouthing the word.
Oh,
You know, but I thought that was hilarious. Oh, that was so funny. And but just like how beloved Logan is, but you're able to take Laura and put her in here, and she can still have
Mhm.
her moment with that Logan, but now you're kind of making her important to like
this
almost
time,
every Wolverine, you know,
but
every Logan.
Yeah.
and she said, because she said specifically, she said, "You are the reason." She didn't say he was the
Yeah.
reason. She said, "You're the reason I got to grow up, and so
Yeah,
many other kids because of you." Which, you
yeah,
know, he's like, "No, I didn't do it," but she equated them. You are the same. You're
yeah,
just like him. And I
yeah,
thought
Mhm.
that was huge in a redemption arc. We still had a redemption arc in this movie, so that was cool.
yeah, yeah. You
But
haven't
the
think, yeah.
worst Wolverine ever, even though it
I
was probably the best because we put the cowl the whole thing on the mask. I loved it.
yeah,
Only
yeah.
took us 24 goddamn years.
Yes. Oh, even that joke was great, you know, about him
Yeah,
wearing the outfit, you know. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
mm,
He goes, "Oh, what makes you like not afraid to wear it now?" Or whatever he said about it, you know, like, you know, not afraid to be in a comic book movie or some shit. Like
mhm,
all those references were just they were funny, but also if you know like we all like are the nerds that like know all the behind the scene things and Bryan Singer didn't want this look and blah blah blah, getting all that stuff and understanding all the level and layers that all these jokes had, you know, were
mhm.
so good. We're just it was really nonstop, man. It was really nonstop.
uh,
I really hope she's back in the MCU. I hope so too.
she's gonna be there. I mean, she was the one at the dinner table, the only one from the cameos that was still at the dinner table. So you know she's gonna be going there going forward. She's there. This is
Yeah,
her now. Her own. This is her timeline now.
yeah,
They brought
yeah.
her into that. So yeah, she'll be around.
I think so. I think so. CT said, I didn't think her character fit the story very well. She was too powerful for the kind of heroes Wade and Logan are. Talking about Cassandra Nova.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Different type. Yeah, she's definitely a different
different
type.
type.
She definitely needs. It'd been better for her to be in
Mhm.
X-Men type of movie when you're dealing with people with different powers, super powers. You know, like Omega level people. And that's I think when you guys said, you know, having Magneto in it, that might have been the only thing that would have tied together better.
Mhm.
Magneto being Omega level mutant, seeing her power against that.
Mhm. Yeah, because it was just a quick one line, you know. So yeah, seeing it would have been pretty cool, you know, and it would have been another cameo, and it would have been a cameo that would have made sense to the story
Mhm.
too. You know, you could have brought in Fassbender, Age of Apocalypse kind of style Magneto, and have him
Mhm.
die like Brad Pitt style. Like you see him for like 2 seconds and he's gone. You know, that would have been good. So your
Yeah,
ABC brought this one. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I was almost expecting, Fassbender or Patrick Stewart or even James McAvoy, but they, technically did that briefly in Deadpool too. But yeah, I would have been fine with that.
Yeah,
My
yeah, that would
only
have been nice.
thing I want to talk about was the idea that the Fox, the death of Fox,
Hmm.
seeing it like it almost like it was a funeral. Well, that was like cool because this guy next to me, he's like the same one I was yelling at. Yeah, she's like, hey, real quick. And I want to ask too much, but I just want to know what's the point of that? So all those Fox characters are now dead. They're no longer they can't take those properties anymore. Are they killing them off now? Are we never going to see another Professor X? Yeah.
We'll have to.
Yeah, I mean, we'll still see.
I mean,
Professor
I
X, but
mean,
I don't know.
of these, are you going to see the Stewart as Professor X? Are you going to see, you're saying like McAvoy as Professor X? Are you seeing those characters that are in them that look like they kind of said a goodbye to
Mhm.
ever again?
Yeah, I think it'll be a new professor. We'll get a clean slate at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could almost be looked at as a send off to them.
It's kind of what they did.
It really was, especially that first post credit scene. Yeah, I mean, it's really I'm not spoiling anything because it's literally behind the scene clips, that they play to like the Green Day "Good Riddance" song, So it was very much of like a sad like, oh, thank you, glad you're, or sad to see you leave, kind of like it felt like that was it, like we're done with the Fox stuff for the most part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then they
Because
asked
you
me,
can
is there anyone that you think they'll bring in? And I said, no one that hasn't already been brought in. So Beast has already been brought in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We didn't see Kelsey Grammer in that whole montage. So it's gonna be, just Kelsey Grammer, Hugh Jackman, and Daphne King.
Mhm.
Pretty much. And you can still bring in a different Wolverine too, I think, if you want to go that route, because this Wolverine was from a universe where all the X-Men died. So if you want to bring in the X-Men and you want to bring in a new Wolverine, I think you can still do it. And this Wolverine and Deadpool are like still hanging out and doing stuff together. So
No,
I don't know.
I think they do that and bring it after the soft reboot. I think Hugh Jackman is taking them to Avengers 6. And then
I can
that's
see
it.
that.
And then he
Yeah.
walks off into the sunset and then they reboot the entire thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not seeing it. Like even Feige was like, we're not gonna see a new Wolverine in the MCU for a while. Which I get because you're gonna wait until at least Secret Wars, and even after that, you
Yeah.
might have to wait a little while because they will.
Now you're gonna have to redo how are you gonna do it? We're gonna rely on Fantastic Four. We're gonna rely on maybe to keep Spider-Man for a little bit, but after that, everyone's gonna be done. They're gonna reboot this.
Yeah. And that's the best course of action, as far as the X-Men goes, because Hugh Jackman's that synonymous with the role. It might be best to have him walk off into the sunset and just kind of let that gestate for a while, and then just kind of focus on other X-Men for, no pun intended, X amount of movies, and then much later on, then you can think about introducing a new Wolverine.
Yeah.
But I don't think I see or want it happening until much later on. So yeah, let's get some more stuff with Hugh Jackman. Secret Wars and whatever they're gonna do. Probably see him show up 2 to 3 more times in the role.
Yeah, he signed three movie deals, so I think you're gonna see him 2 more times.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think that's what the rumor was. He signed for 3 movies. I don't know what the third movie is. I don't know if it's going to be the end of Avengers 5 and then Avengers 6. Is that if that's what it is or something like that? Something as simple as that. But I think I don't think, depending on how X-Men 97 continues to gain popularity, if we get to season 3 or season 4 and is that popular, then I think right after Avengers 6 they do focus on X-Men and they bring all the main characters back at the same time with the new actors, and ride that wave that way.
I can see that.
But you stay with Hugh Jackman as long as we're in this iteration of the end of the MCU. But when you do the X-Men, you want to bring the main X-Men in.
Yeah. Even there's like that picture going around with of a bunch of different character or different X-Men that supposedly like Kevin Feige released it, and people are saying like, "Oh, that's gonna be it." I don't think so, because it was like some really weird ones.
Mhm.
Wolverine was in there, but I don't think that's what they go with. But you never know. Let's see.
Yep.
Yes, please.
I'm very much in waited out role,
Yeah.
waited out mode role.
Yeah.
No.
See what they do. T
Mhm.
said, "Would you really have liked to seen James Marsden pop up in this movie?" Yeah,
Me too.
that
Yeah.
that would have been
It would have been
cool.
great.
You know, because imagine like like him dying in, what was it, X3? I
Three.
believe it was.
Mhm.
You know, where he dies, it's just like instead of dying, he went through the void. Like that would have been cool. You
Yeah,
know?
but I think it had to explain more, and all they wanted to do was keep pretty much Wolverine and Deadpool. That was really it. And the
Yeah.
only reason they had the other characters were just they're one offs from other things, not from X-Men,
Yeah, they were all. There was no other X-Men in the
except for
movie.
X-23. That was it.
X-23, but she's
Mhm.
not an X-Men.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
true. I mean, she is in if you look comic books, but
Yeah.
just saying, yeah, she's not
But
that iterated, the main X-Men.
yeah. But all the villains were there. So, you know, I thought that was kind of interesting, you know, because like you had nothing but X-Men villains, and the only X-Man you had was Wolverine. You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
so I thought that was kind of like an interesting way to the way they did it, you know, because you
Dude,
could have brought in some X-Men.
how
You know?
about how did you guys feel about this the Sabretooth getting killed that fast?
That was awesome.
That was
That was
awesome.
hilarious.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Kill it, please.
and it and it tied that loose end that was left since X-Men 1, because we saw that the Tyler Mane version of Sabretooth get blasted out of the Statue of Liberty and was never heard from again,
Oh
when he
yeah, that's
should have
right.
shown up. Yeah, when he should have shown up throughout. I was always kind of annoyed at that loose end. So I'm happy they put that to rest.
And James
He
Marsden
made
would have
short work of him
Show
too.
with Sonic.
showed up with
Yeah,
Sonic. That would have been funny.
the messed up Sonic for Sonic 1. That's what I want.
the never used Sonic. Yeah, yeah. But I would have liked to seen James Marsden. That would have been cool.
Me too.
You think we get any announcements on Saturday connected to Wolverine and Deadpool? No,
100%.
they did it today.
You don't think so?
No,
Because the panel, they don't say anything during the
They-
panel of San Diego Comic-Con.
they were on there today. Kevin Feige
Yeah,
was
but I
on
mean,
stage and brought Wolverine and Deadpool and Sean Levy on stage. Like,
you don't think they may make an announcement after this huge opening, say, guys, just to let you know we're going to do blah, just to ride the wave.
I'm not sure. They could.
Yeah.
I'm kind of asking myself if they do that right away. They could.
yeah, I don't
I'm
think
not
so.
sure.
I mean, they could. You know, anything's
Mhm.
possible at this point, but I don't think they do. I don't think.
I
They do.
think they might, but not connected directly to Deadpool and Wolverine. I think it kind of goes more Cleve's comment about Wesley Snipes supposedly signed a multi-year picture deal, and I heard it was three movies, and maybe they touch on the fact that Wesley Snipes, they talk about Blade, right? And they talk about we got a new director, blah 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 blah, negative, and then the positive. But we're also bringing Wesley in, and Wesley is going to be here. Maybe he's in Secret Wars. Maybe he starts Midnight Suns, but Wesley will be around with us for a little while. Something to that effect, And that kind of puts a bow, because remember you always say you don't say anything negative about Blade. Why would you do that during Comic-Con? But maybe you use the Wesley Snipes part to kind of put a bow around it and saying, "Hey, but look what we got," stuff like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can see that. I could see them doing that, like you said, right? Especially riding the wave of all this that's going on right now.
Or what about Chris Evans? Maybe they do something with Chris Evans, saying, which I hope they don't, because I think we need to really flesh out Sam Wilson before we go back to Chris Evans or anything like that. But do they do something with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans if they know they got it signed?
Maybe because if it's for Avengers 6, I think it's too early. For Avengers 5, I mean, they still got to redub it a new name, so I don't know if they would add that plus like, oh, here's the new movie and here's all the people that are going to be in it. They might just do here's a new movie. Because Chris Evans and RDJ are coming back like 100%.
Hey, they missed that money, man.
Yeah, exactly. Really missed that money.
I mean, they even talked about that. They're like, yeah, you say you're not coming back until you see all those zeros on that Marvel check.
Yeah. They're saying, let them rest, but don't bring them back. They're coming back, man. I can guarantee they're coming back.
The Russo brothers movie is going to have them with it.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to stay around. I don't think they're going to stick around.
One-off.
But they'll probably be a one-off or a something you might see here and there kind of thing. Yeah. They're just too big, man. They're too big. Yeah.
Skinny little Ray. As a new plate.
That'd be hilarious.
Just a bunch of new blades. Even that, he said, he goes, "Oh, I'm the only blade. There's gonna be no other blades." And Deadpool,
he's like, and then they looked at him. Yeah. Are you gonna tell him or am I?
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
But you know what? He might be in the movie, might be in 3 movies before Mahershala Ali ever drops a movie.
That is funny. We did get Wesley Snipes' blade in the MCU before we got Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
Has it been 6 years since they announced it?
Yeah.
5.
Was it 5?
Was it 2018? Was it 2019?
2019.
I think it's 2019. Yeah. That's insane. All right, couple more ones. ABC said, so this is going back to timelines and stuff. Didn't he go see Happy before meeting the TVA though? Which yes. If he did switch timelines for the Avengers interview, how did he do it? The device from Deadpool 2 was for time travel, not for switching dimensions. They played it kind of loosey goosey with the dimension thingy, because he goes and he kills Ryan Reynolds as he's reading the Green Lantern script. That's definitely in a different dimension. He kills the fake Deadpool, from Origins. That's a different universe. So they definitely played a lot of loosey goosey with what that watch can do. So,
well, I mean, if it's the TVA, if it was anything to do with TVA, then they could go through different, everything. So I understand, but I said that during Deadpool 2. I was like, how time travel? If you could just go through time travel, then why are you going through all these damn multiverses? That don't make no damn sense.
Yeah,
just Wade Wilson being Wade Wilson, just doing Wade Wilson things.
Exactly. Like it's funny, so therefore I must do it.
Let it go.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of this stuff I probably don't think too hard about it, especially with the multiverse stuff. Because like I think one of the best jokes and things he said was making fun of how the multiverse saga they were trying to do just failed. It failed, and I know it was like a joke and stuff, but it was also like true. Like you have that one nice guy in the back who goes, but I like everything. Yeah, you like everything, but for the most part, it wasn't good, and it got too convoluted. It got too messy.
But they can't say that because they're still going to use it for the next 3 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Deadpool can say it. Feige can't say it. So,
did you guys catch that whole Rock kind of comment?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
did.
I laughed. Even that whole scene was awesome. When he like runs through and grabs the camera.
Yeah.
And is like, he grabs the mic, the boom mic, and he goes, "I'm going to Disneyland. Fuck you, Fox." I was like, that was perfect though. That was perfect. Even when he sees the Fox logo, he goes, "Oh, Fox, rest in pieces." So like Ryan Reynolds did not like Fox. Make it,
No, but that whole the whole thing with The Rock was just hilarious. He's like, "Oh, I'm here to save the Marvel universe. I am the
Yeah.
new." It was exactly with the same thing that Brandman talks about all the time. I thought that was good.
That was, he said something like your cinematic universe is about to change or something like that.
Yeah. The power of the league, whatever it was. Yeah,
Mhm.
that was a good one. I'm trying to think
Got
what
chilled
else.
up in here.
Oh, multiverse failed. Okay, then I wonder what's the plan with King. I don't know. We'll
What do
find
you?
out. I think we'll find out this weekend. I think we'll find out this weekend.
Would you be surprised if they said yes to Jonathan Majors, or would you be? Would you bet on Jonathan Majors, or would you be bet on someone like Denzel Washington being an older one? Which one
I
would you?
think from what I hear is was it Coleman Domingo? I think
Yeah,
his name is. He's the rumored to be the replacement.
I've heard
Um,
Coleman Domingo a lot, but I thought I would rather them age him up and then just kind of leave the storyline alone. But
hmm.
you know,
I at
Coleman
this point
Domingo's
I
a
kind
great
of
actor.
he's great. At this point I would kind of want them to be done with King. You know,
You
like
can't just not. You need to have him somewhere, but just don't make him be the focus.
I mean he's done. He lost to Ants. You know
They ruined it.
you know in Loki they kind of tied up that story. You know,
Mhm.
so he's a bad guy that never won. Never, you
Yeah.
know, and you can't have a bad guy that never wins. He's not threatening, you know, like so that just leave it alone. Maybe figure it out when you do a reboot later or some shit like that. And
Mhm.
if you want to do multiverses for the next couple ones, incursions with Doctor Strange, and have somebody pop up in like a purple mask, or whatever the king suit is, where you don't have to put anybody behind it, but yeah.
I agree. Yeah, they kind of nerfed Kang um,
Mm-hmm.
kind of right out of the woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
So if they didn't go any further with him or didn't go that far, I'm not even sure I'd see it as too big a loss. Kind of based on what they've done so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I would love for them to let Jonathan Majors come back.
I would
don't
too.
think,
Me too.
especially
too.
after once again the wave is so high, everything's so good with Marvel. Marvel could do whatever the hell they want to. People would be like, oh, okay, so
Mhm.
I would love for that to happen. I don't think they have the balls to do it. That's
Mm,
just my thing. I don't think they have it.
no. I mean, there's still, I think, a pretty decent movement in support of Jonathan Majors
Mhm.
that could help get him back into Marvel. But like I said, I don't think they have the balls to do it. It'll be nice though. I think that'll be a good way. They want to keep talking about like they wanting to have a minority cast and this and that. I was like, okay, well here's a guy who by the
Funding.
law didn't do anything. Anything he was charged for was all accidental.
Mhm.
So but yeah, it cleaves out Majors back too.
I would love to
So
see
here,
it. I
yeah.
just don't believe in them.
So then we got Toxic in here. What's up,
What's
Toxic
up,
Gamer?
Toxic?
Toxic.
Appreciate you coming in. So we'll get into those real quick. He said, I really hope they bet on Jonathan Majors because he's fantastic. I don't want to see it happening. So same,
Mhm.
but
But
and then
if they did do it, I want him to become an Omega level threat.
yeah,
Stop
he needs to.
nerfing this dude. I
Yeah.
mean, Kang's supposed to be so powerful, supposed to win. Stop letting him lose to people. What the hell's
The
wrong with you?
ants. Yeah, come on.
Ant-Man, freak the ants. I mean, at least ants, could be, if there's a lot of them, that could be competitive. Ant-Man, you should be destroyed immediately. You shouldn't even I wouldn't even let you lay a hand on me before I kill you immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Chop off your
Yeah.
head and send your rest of your head into the to the place wherever
The void.
the void. Yeah.
Yeah. Secret Wars will utilize the so-called failed multiverse too. Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
It will. But I think that'll be the end of it though.
Yeah,
think
but
that'll be
all the movies up to that will still have a multiverse. I think they're not going to get rid of this multiverse saga. I don't think it's over. And
Oh,
I think what's failed is what
Captain
they
America's
did.
not. That's not multiverse.
That's true, but
The
I think they might have
Thunderbolts
something in there. I think they might
isn't
have it.
multiverse.
But those are all street level, almost non-superhero movies. And I think Avengers 5 is before Secret Wars, so I think that will have multiverse consequences. I think there'll be other movies with actual super powerful beings will still have multiverse type things. They're going to keep that string. I mean, and they didn't lose the idea that Loki's holding them all together. You know, I just think that they've done a bad job in the past, and that going forward, they have an idea how they're going to do it now. And it won't be long. I mean, it really only lasts till Avengers 6.
Yeah,
and that'll be
it. And that's it. Yeah, because Kevin Feige, I don't think is a guy that's just gonna drop something because it does bad. But I know he, and obviously Disney and everybody knows it's not doing well. So you can't, if you're trying to tell a story, you just can't stop telling the story and start telling a new one. So he probably gets he has to finish it. He's like, I got to finish this crappy story. So I'm gonna do my best and fastest way to finish it, and then we'll move on to all the new shiny toys that we got.
I just feel like it could be a great story still, but you need to bring Dr. Doom in. And then we need to get Battle World.
They will.
If you use Dr. Doom and Battle World Earth, you have a chance to kind of make it a great storyline. When you look back at it, you're like, oh man, it really wasn't as bad as I was saying. Because even though the first part of it was really bad, you can save it with Dr. Doom.
So as a fan, I want to see Dr. Doom. I was watching somebody else talk about it. They're like, so you're gonna bring Dr. Doom in for a movie and then do a soft reboot. And then what are you gonna do with Dr. Doom now?
You're not rebooting Fantastic Four, so you're not rebooting Dr. Doom. He's connected with them.
I mean, you are rebooting Fantastic Four because they're gonna come into the new universe somehow. So now what are you gonna do with that?
Fantastic Four, I think, will still be there. I think Dr. Doom will still be the same Dr. Doom. You already introduced Fantastic Four. You can introduce Dr. Doom, and he can still be a connecting tissue. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think reboot is the word that we're using, but it's not really going to be a reboot. It's going to be a focus change. So the focus is not going to be just on Avengers. It's going to be Fantastic Four and X-Men going forward. It's not a reboot. It's a focus change. And then as they bring a new Avengers back in, that's what the reboot will be in. But it won't. I don't think that you don't think that everyone who's been here is going to be let go. No, I think that there's still going to be some connective tissue, and Dr. Doom will be a good one because you're focusing on this thing. He's going to be around for the next focus still too.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to do that. Is have him finish this multiverse, and then have him be the next big guy.
I mean, he creates Battle World. I mean, he's doing good and bad when he's doing that. He's bringing everyone around to this world, right? And but he created, but it's also bad because he's trying to create to try to control it. But he's doing good and bad. Doesn't mean he has to be part of it. He can just be the guy who creates it. And that's the beginning of a story. How powerful this guy is. And how smart he is and how he's anti Reed Richards and all that stuff. He doesn't have to be in the Reed Richards movie, but at the end, maybe you have him in there still realizing that he's still connective tissue. Using that way.
I can see it. All right, so hold on. Getting past some. Tax said, are we gonna talk spoilers about that? But yes, we're in the full spoiler mode right now. I think the way King's last appearance ended was kind of made King could actually be dead. That's what I was kind of thinking. If they wanted to do that route. The action scenes were awesome. Agreed.
I don't know if you could do that with the Secret Wars.
What's that?
Kill Kang.
Yeah. If they don't bring him back, I'm cool with it. Just Secret Wars is just the incursions. That's all it is. It's just a multiverse getting too out of whack. And now you just have incursions left and right.
But the Secret Wars is even more than that though. And I mean, and I think you need Kang for some of that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah.
comic book out, and if you're looking at the first ones, Secret Wars, I think you do need Kang around, but he doesn't have to be the focus.
Yeah.
But then if that's the case, maybe you don't even need the actor.
Yeah. You just have somebody.
Just the idea and that he's
Yeah.
around. So I don't know.
Yeah, they just talk about King like they did at the end of Loki, kind of thing.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. We said Ant-Man did kill the Avengers in What If? Yeah. That was a different Ant-Man. That was not the Scott Lang Ant-Man.
Yeah. That was the one that they should have used in Ant-Man 3.
Yeah. Here you go. So Talk said my mom didn't want to see the movie and she was hesitant about taking me. And when the opening scene started, she whispered in my ear, "Because I'm going to like this this stinky movie, aren't I?" And she did. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. The bye. Yeah. As long as she was cool with the violence and the swearing. I mean that's all that really was there. They got kind of sexual, but it was more innuendos than blatant things.
Oh yeah. It's not nearly as sexual as say the first movie, which was like leaned heavily into that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, especially with Vanessa. So yeah, but yeah, I'm glad she liked it though, because that's the thing, man. It's like and I think for a lot of people, it's like my mom. Like I'm like, hey, you want to go see this movie, or are you gonna go see this? She goes, oh yeah, I really want to see it. So it's like she's not a comic book fan by any means. She likes the MCU, but she doesn't follow it like how we do. So her kind of wanting to see the movie is kind of like a good indicator that like, okay, this movie might do well just because normies want to see it. After this, every Marvel movie has made a cameo but Ghost Rider. Maybe. I forgot who owns Ghost Rider. I think Lionsgate.
Sony.
Had Sony? Was it Sony? Okay. So, yeah. What do you think of the cameos? So I know we already talked about it. I don't want to get too much into it, but go watch like the early stuff at the beginning of the stream. But cameos were awesome. When did you guys see the movie? Saw it today? We all saw it. We all
saw it this
evening. Came home. Yeah. As soon as we came home, we're like, and live.
Yeah, I was on my way to the theater directly from work.
Yeah, nice. Pretty much I went from work to theater here. so yeah. Do you think they revealed too much in the trailers with the jokes and some of the cameos? No,
I don't think it was. I think it's really the first 30 minutes. After those first 30 minutes, we didn't know exactly what was going to happen at all.
Yeah.
I stayed away from the trailers following the second one, so I wouldn't be too well equipped to answer that.
Yeah. I tried my best to stay away from trailers, but just being on Facebook and stuff like that, like I did get spoiled with X-23.
But they said that she was in it, and she announced it, so that's why I was like, that was just,
yeah. Same thing with Elektra. Jennifer Gardner. You didn't see anything in the trailer, but I already knew she was in it. Excuse me. And then some of the other rumors that wind up being true with
Channing
Gambit, Channing Tatum, which was, and I loved all his jokes too. Everyone's like, oh yeah, like we got kicked here, people are gonna remember us. He goes, or they never knew we existed. Like he kept making jokes of him never
about him begging
to
be there and never getting put in.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, oh, I was pulled here from my timeline. He goes, I was kind of born here.
Born here.
That was funny because it's the first time you're here, so this is where you're born. So I thought that was hilarious. But even the comic book accurate, like Stu looks so fucking stupid on him. Like his horrible accent. And I remember that was like a joke when they first.
He was like, "What did you say?"
Yeah, he was like, "Who's your speech coaches? The Minions?" Like, That was so good. That was so
That was
good.
great.
Yeah.
And
And
I like that they went all in on the comic accurate suit too. The trench coat, like the headpiece.
headpiece. Yeah.
Like the silvery metallic boots.
Yeah.
And
I did.
I liked how they included that. Like it was because if guys like us know that they were trying to make that Gambit movie for several years, like a handful of years, and they just pulled the plug on it. So not even mad that Channing Tatum finally did get his chance to play Gambit.
Yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't quick. I know we talked about that. It was an actual solid role. It wasn't just like a Henry Cavill kind of thing. He did something.
Yeah, I think I was always subconsciously curious to see what Channing Tatum would have looked and sounded like as Gambit if that movie ever happened. So I'm happy I got my question answered.
Yeah. That's all. After that, I'm kind of happy we never got that movie because damn,
It looks stupid.
I'm sure he hammed it up too, but yeah, because that accent was so over the top and it was so goofy and it was
Like,
it was
what did
funny.
you say?
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. It was definitely funny. But yeah, I don't think they did too much. Toxic did said he was spoiled by the Chris Evans and Blade by people on the internet before the movie came out. I heard
Chris
a lot of
Evans
people were
was
spoiled
in it, but I didn't know to what capacity. I knew what Snipes was in it, but I didn't know what the capacity was. So
I didn't know either of them were in it because it was just rumors, and I didn't want to look into whether the rumor was true or not. So I heard it, and I'm like, I'm cool. I'm like, I don't need to know if they are or not.
Snipes was on set multiple times, and he was there for 2 weeks. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, see, I didn't even get into that. Oh my god, I didn't want to look into any of it because then there was also rumor Ben Affleck might have been in it, and I was like, I
remember that.
Well, they talked about him. So, he's dead. Yeah.
And it's like because it's like again another like real life thing. If the exes and stuff like that. So where she's like, it's not that big of a deal. It's like, oh okay. I was like, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, I try to stay away from as much as possible. But yeah, but the trailers itself, especially that first two ones that I watched, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, definitely more Gambit. I was looking for this stick. He had it. He had the stick.
He had it. Yeah. He uses it briefly.
Yeah, he had it.
On the fight at the end when you're trying to get to Cassandra Nova.
Who I couldn't figure out who was the one of the bad guys. He had the striped shirt, and he had like a anchor tattoo on his arm.
I was asking myself if that was supposed to be the Russian from the Thomas Jane Punisher movie. That was just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I'm not sure.
Might be probably right. I couldn't put my finger on who that was. Olivia Munn popped up with Psylocke. We had Lady Deathstrike, and we had a bunch of people, but him is the only one. I'm like, Toad was in there. I was hoping to see the Blob. I was kind of hoping to see the Blob, because I know what's his name, like playing that character.
Kevin Durand.
Yeah, I know they weren't going to spend money on that character.
Yeah, on the actor.
And that's why I wasn't surprised, especially once I saw Chris Evans. I was like, oh yeah, that's spending more money on anybody else.
Yeah. Well, that's what they even said when he dies. He goes, he knew what he was getting into. We don't have the budget like that. Oh man, there's a Gambit sequence in the game that was cool. If you ever played X-Men
Destinies?
I don't think I have.
I don't think I played that one.
I don't think I have. I gotta check that one out. Cajun Magic Mike was cool. That was so horrible. The one where he talks about like being ready or something, and he said something about like shooting out of his dad's dick ready or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I started laughing so much.
And then he said, like, I came in I was to my mom and I came out with that ready too. I was like, wow. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely kind of good. It was the day after the premiere. Yeah. All the scenes were cool. Yeah. I liked them. Yeah. That was it Core from X-Men Last Stand was there too?
Where was he?
Might have been.
I put a lot of I try to put a lot of X-Men Last Stand out of mind, so I'm not even sure I remember that character. I would have, yeah, Core.
Oh, I have to look. I think it's supposed to be the Russian from the Punisher. Yeah, that's what you said.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I don't know. You guys got anything else? We're
No, I mean
going on for
that
like
was
an
fun.
hour with the spoilers and stuff. I want to see it. Yeah, Spike was there too. I saw Spike.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you
I do
think of
remember
how
that.
they?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Pyro. He was okay.
I thought Pyro was fine. I thought it would have been cool if he had like his suit from the comics that had like the napalm tanks
Yes.
that like constantly feed him
Yeah.
that constantly like give him a fire source.
Yeah.
So, who was Cowboy Deadpool?
Ooh,
Oh, that was
that's a
Matthew
good
McConaughey.
question.
Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey. That's the one name we did not
Yeah,
mention.
Was it? Oh
Yes,
man,
yeah,
because
it was
I was
Matthew McConaughey.
distracted during the credits. Because I know
yeah.
Letty Deadpool, Blake Lively, obvious.
Hmm.
Kid Pool was one of their actual kids in real life.
Yep.
Yeah,
I forgot which one, but that's hilarious. They got Matthew
yeah.
McConaughey
Yep.
to voice.
Oh
That's
yeah,
funny.
you could. It was a dead giveaway once the second he started talking.
See, that's what I wasn't sure because I'm like maybe they're just doing a McConaughey kind of like voice, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that is funny. That's funny. Yeah, I mean they had some other cameos. Trying to think of
So
anything
I
like
think
too
cameos I got. So Henry Cavill, Wolverine variant.
yeah.
Chris Evans, Johnny Storm. Jennifer Gardner, Elektra. Katie Hugh as Deathstrike. Daphne Keane, X-23. Blake Lively, Lady Deadpool. Matthew McConaughey, Cowboy Deadpool.
That was awesome.
Masaku, Hunter B-15, whatever we saw, we remember her
Yeah.
being there. Ray Park as Toad. Snipes as Blade. Channing Tatum was Gambit. And Sadai Wayne Thomas as the car salesman.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much it.
The thing that caught me off guard was Hunter B-15 or whatever her name is, like having a thing for Peter.
Peter, yeah.
That was
Like she
funny.
sees him, she goes, "Oh, you look
Mhm.
good in that suit," or the mustache. I was like, what? She's like just staring at him and got like lost in her like forgot what she was saying kind of
But
thing.
that's what he
That
was doing too. He
Mhm.
was like, and oh yeah,
yeah,
you.
yeah.
But Peter, the
He
fact that
was,
they said there's a Peter in all their universe, we all got a Peter.
yeah, yeah. Of course, then he said like, "Oh, have fun playing with my Peter." Definitely super funny with some of the jokes like that. Yeah. Do you think a whole lot of kids might see this one because it's tied to the MCU?
So
Yep,
it
I'm
there was
sure
not a
there.
lot. There was not a lot in my theater.
Mhm.
There's a lot of
Mm,
parents saying no.
Good.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm. Good. It's nice to see parents being responsible.
yeah. Some of
Like
the other
the kids were there and they're
Deadpool,
like, no, we're not going to go see that movie. Sorry.
there was at least 3 that I saw that were youngish. You know,
Hmm.
3. But like I said, also I came in late. But not too late. Like I just missed a few of the previews, which I really don't give a shit.
Hmm.
Because we watch them all here.
Yeah, yeah. And like I'm like, oh, I have 30 minutes before the actual movie starts anyway. Um, so yeah, but like I saw some kids running up and down the stairs to get more like popcorn or soda, but I think I saw about like 3. So it's not too bad, for a Thursday night kind of thing. So, but what's the youngest? I think like 14.
Yeah, about 14.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you're like 12
High
or
school. Freshman in high school.
freshman high school. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Like I said, because this one was a lot of F bombs, man.
There's so many of them.
So much. He said there was actually a whole lot of kids there wearing Deadpool merch that he saw.
Really? That's
Mm.
crazy.
He goes, it's pretty mild for rated R, just violent and not drug heavy. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
they
all it
talk
really
about
was.
film, and they used all those comments about what cocaine words you use for cocaine.
Yeah, yeah. But even after
That was hilarious.
Yeah, because later on too, I think they bring it up again when you go back
When
to Blind
when you
Al or
back with
something.
Al, she was like, "Oh my god, I need someone nose dandruff or something like that."
Yeah, but yeah, it's really not. When with the drugs, there's a little bit like that, but it wasn't as bad. Like you didn't see him using the drugs like he did in the first two.
Mhm.
They definitely talked about it. Not a lot of sex.
It was like
I think the
hardly
most sex stuff in it was when the guy was making his suit and he kept grabbing his junk and slapping his ass.
Yeah.
That's why he goes, "Oh yeah, your dude, he's great tailor. He's also a predator."
Predator.
But it just kept. I started laughing because I thought that was funny. It kept cutting to him grabbing the junk and slapping the ass. It was so funny. But language and violence, man. That's really all it was. Well, Deadpool show up in the boys' universe. He would drive Homelander completely off the ledge, and he would laser his own brain.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see it.
Yeah, that would be funny. I got some DP and W merch too. What y'all get? What we got? So there's something behind Brian right there. See the cups and the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
And then I got the main event one. So, out of focus a little. There we go. So, I got that, and then I got a cup too. So, but by the time I was out, I know Brian had you had texted me, but I was already in the theater, and he had texted. He goes, "Oh, see if they have extra." So as soon as the movie was done, I went, running outside and checked. Everything was gone. Everything was gone. So, yeah, but I got that. So eventually, it's gonna be right back there with all the other Wolverine stuff. On my Wolverine shelf back there. So, yeah.
I mean, I also ordered something on AMC.com, so I thought that was fun too.
Yeah, that is nice. I do want that. But yeah, I was getting a little late. But I think that's about it, man. We've been talking about an hour for just spoilers. I got nothing else, man. Yeah, I mean, I want to see it again because I feel like there's a lot I might have missed. Oh, one last thing. I almost missed it. Actually, my girlfriend caught it. The Stan Lee cameo. They did a Stan Lee cameo in this movie.
Really? Where?
Yes. When they're in the bus with all the Deadpools versus the Deadpool Wolverine. So when they're in the bus, the banner on the bus says Stanley Steamers. And there's a picture of Stan Lee.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that when I go again.
It's right at the bottom.
Seeing it again.
It's right at the bottom, and it says Stanley Steamers, and there's a picture of Stanley, with his doing his smile kind of thing. I was like, oh, nice. We still got a Stanley cameo in it, so yeah, that was a nice little throwback to all the other MCU Stanley things. So
I'm gonna have to go, but I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. I almost missed it. Actually, my girlfriend's the one that like caught it, and she goes, "Oh, look, it's Stan Lee." I'm like, "What?" And I look at my oh shit, like that was cool. I liked it.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's right at the end, where they're fighting all the Deadpools.
Mhm. I missed that.
It's on the outside of the bus, like on the side of the bus. So as they're panning through the windows and all the blood is splattering everywhere. Don't look at that. Look at the bottom. Yeah. and that's what I was looking for. I was looking for all the crazy ways they were dying, and I almost missed the Stan Lee. So yeah, so that was a cool one. That was a nice second Deadpool Wolverine. You guys have a great rest of y'all nights, and always remember pizza. Yeah, man. Appreciate Toxic. Thank you for coming in, hanging out with us. I'm glad you enjoyed all it. Yeah, let us know now, later, never. If you guys watched it, let us know what you guys think. Chill, yeah, if you've seen it already. So, because everyone in chat so far is saying it's a now. So, yeah.
I mean, we'll question you if you did say later or never.
Yeah.
Really? Tell me why. Tell me more.
Yeah. So, is this going to be number 1 on your letterbox
for the year?
Yeah, for the year. For you guys, I'm not saying the best. It's not the best movie of the year, but is it going to be your personal number 1 movie of the year?
It will be number 2.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it would be my number 1. Yeah, potentially my number 2 though.
Same. Dune 2 is my number 1 still, because that movie was amazing, and then this is a very close number 2 though. I would say that, because I loved almost every part of this movie. No more Marvel for the rest of the years. Yeah, shit, you're not kidding.
Yeah, unless you count Agatha, but as far as the movies go, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I don't know if I would.
Well, he only said no more Marvel, not no more Marvel movies only. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Agatha, I technically counts. I wouldn't really count it though, because it's its own little side story off to the side. You know, it's doing something. It's
saw the Wanda thing in the Void.
No.
The Wanda, like in concrete. They passed by over it. Yeah.
Oh,
it was like her face and thing from
like yeah. So that was in when they met Elektra and X-23, when they were in there. It was like the ceiling, the roof part of it, and that was from Multiverse of Madness, when you're like, oh, she's the blah blah.
Sure was.
Yeah. Shit, I didn't even know what that was, but you brought that up, and I'm like, I remember it now. When she becomes the Scarlet Witch and stuff like that. Yeah, good catch. I forgot about that. But yeah, that's why I want to see this movie so many more times, man. Like, I mean, I can't. So, but
you can think about it though.
I'll find ways to watch it more times.
We'll send you something, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, bunch of pictures. Yeah, it depends on where that goes. It could be like Moon Knight. Yeah, but even then, at least Moon Knight could cross over to, the bigger people. Like Agatha is never going to cross into anything else.
It could be Young Avengers because of Wiccan and all that.
Maybe. But
and then when they bring back Wanda, if they get to bring back Wanda,
yeah, if. She'll say at least Agatha will be more in the MCU than Deadpool was. Deadpool only had one conversation with Happy Hogan and ran back into his universe. You're not
That's
wrong.
100% true.
You're not wrong, but you know what? You're not wrong, because it was more the Fox universe, and I was cool with that, because I think it's putting the end, most of the end, to the Fox Marvel universe. You know, and Deadpool did what I think they wanted to do, and was bringing that into the MCU fold. So yeah. Because now the Void is a bigger deal in the MCU. Before it was just like some shit the TVA did, but now it's like, oh shit, like people live there. Like, and it's not just a bunch of Lokis.
You can find a lot of different things. I mean, I mean, Deadpool's. It was more Deadpool than there were Lokis.
Yeah, yeah, very much Deadpool core. Yeah, but cool. yeah, like I said, I'm sure there's more stuff. This could be my last show for a while. So, if you guys can, I'm sure you guys are gonna do a panel or get some other people on, talk some stuff. So make sure, we'll probably talk. You guys will talk more Wolverine and Deadpool probably for a while.
We're gonna try to do something on Monday. I still want to supercell. Probably might do that next Thursday, but definitely doing something. Do some type of panel. I invite a couple people on, and I'll probably do that tomorrow. So chill. Look for the invite. Probably Danny, Anzo. See if we can get a couple of people in there, and even some new people, and see if we could, talk about it and see what everyone else thought about it. Because we're not gonna all have the exact same ideas for everything.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
feelings
kind of
for
curious to know what SSK dot over on his channel, because he hates Marvel shit, man. He hates Marvel shit, and I'm kind of curious to see what he thinks about this one, because this one was a good one, man. It was really good, So I'm kind of curious to see if he's still
K-Dot
gonna
would say
hate
something
on
like,
it.
"Oh, it was good, but we got so much Marvel trash that
Or like, but you had to bring in a DC Superman to make it better." Like some shit like that.
That's something like K-Dot would be like, yeah.
Even that was great, man. He goes, "Oh, we're gonna treat you so much better over here than they did down the block." It's like, it's awesome. That was so good. That was so good. But yep, I think that's it for this one. But yeah, you guys are gonna probably talk about it, because it's the only comic book movie we're gonna get in a while. So
It's funny since Tank's gonna be going, guys. I'm going to get like a Tank pillow and put him like right here next to me, so you'll be on panel. Maybe I'll have another camera.
Sounded like this.
Yeah.
Like this.
Maybe
Throw a hat on it or some
I'll
shit.
I'll think of maybe put on top of one on the Deadpool thing. I'll tape up a picture of Tank and have like on his own screen.
Staple it like the Deadpool and Hugh Jackman in the first one. Yeah, but yeah, man. I'll probably be in chat when I can. I'll be in chat, kind of hanging out. But for at the very least the next couple weeks, I'm gonna be gone. There you go. Just finished Deadpool. Loved it.
Anzo, hey, look for the invite. We'll do this on Monday.
That's good to hear. Yeah. So that's good to hear, man. I have not heard anybody say
I've heard some people not like it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Overrated, too much. But people, even when you look at the Rotten Tomatoes, it's only at 80%.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Some critics are going to be, stupid, whatever.
Yeah,
but the audience is 97.
Yeah, that makes sense too, and that's where I was going to put it. Like critics are going to be like 80, 85, and audience is going to be like 93 to 97. Because the critics will be like too many F-bombs, or it didn't do anything, or the story was weak, or blah 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 blah. I was like, bro, you're missing the point of it.
Yeah. If you're thinking it's too much, or too much of this, too much of that, like, you need to understand just how extra a character Deadpool is.
Like, if you don't like it, you have no idea what the hell you're watching.
You hate comic books. Like, there's people that do not like comic books. I think it's a bad medium of storytelling. So and this was probably, I think Brandman, you said it. This was the most comic booky movie I've ever seen.
That's good.
Dude, the eyeballs are freaky, man.
Right? Yeah, they're so glassy.
The eyeballs are freaky. Yeah. Yeah. I thought he was gonna be a bigger role in the movie. I'm like, oh shit, they made merch with this dude, and he was in it for like a minute.
Yeah, had like 2 lines. Apparently, that was Nathan Fillion voicing him.
Oh my god! Is anyone more annoying? So yeah, that makes sense.
Annoying. Nathan Fillion annoying.
Yes, he is.
I love Nathan Fillion.
I watch Castle at least 6 times a week. He's annoying. I'm probably gonna go upstairs. We'll go to sleep. I put Castle on again, and that's how I go to sleep. Yes, he's annoying. I like him. Don't get me wrong.
Was it Firefly? Firefly is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch Firefly anymore. This
I
one made me sad.
love
This one
Firefly.
made me sad. I don't need that in my life.
Oh, it's so short too, so you can
Yeah,
knock it out super quick.
but that's why I'm
Freaking
sad. I
Fox.
always wonder, like, why the hell you do that to me?
Yeah, it's that Fox.
Hey, if you had the Deadpool popcorn bucket, I'll send you the $40, and you can mail it to me.
mail it back. And we all got this. I got this one, which this one was cheaper
That's the
than
one I
the other
want
one.
right there.
Yeah. So I got that one, and I think both of you guys got the cup. And we all got different toppers on the cups, which is interesting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I like how we each have a different one.
Or is it Batman? Is it Wolverine or is it Batman? So, yeah.
I'm looking at it right here.
Yeah, it is exactly what they always say. Like Wolverine is nothing but two Batmans kissing. That's Batman. So, yeah. Deadpool and Wolverine will come to Disney Plus by November. Oh yeah.
You had a bunch, Anzo? Bro, let me
Yeah.
know if you get it. I will say I'll have Tank go back in and send you a box.
Send you a box with a return label. And
Just
shit.
because they just send it to me, I will give you the money immediately.
Yeah, I will Venmo you the whatever's owed.
Yeah, it'll be
for the
Zelle
Wolverine one.
immediately. Don't worry about it. Like, just let me know. Message me.
Oh,
text me.
Yeah.
Text me.
Yeah, out here they're all gone. Mine was there, but like I said, as soon as I got out of the theater, I went to go buy another one for Brian, and everything was gone. Everything was gone. So, and it's only Thursday. It's opening day. Like, I don't know if they're gonna get like another shipment. Like, yeah. So
I'm gonna go buy AMC, a smaller AMC tomorrow, just to see if like maybe they held on to one, held on to some
one
for this Saturday, huh?
Even the display one.
Yeah, I'll take any of it. Like just
yeah. So my son's going again tomorrow. I have him look.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah.
It'll be immediately in your account.
Yeah, I do it right away.
Yeah. If I go to work, I'll make a return label.
I'll make a return label. That would be so. Hey, we can make this happen.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be in chat. For some. Well, next week probably not.
Will be in
next
chat.
Week, no.
In a couple of weeks, guys. I think there's no Tank until after. I'm gonna give him August 15th, and maybe then you might see him in chat every once in a while.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean that's
solid like 2 weeks.
Solid 2 weeks. Yeah.
That's probably what it's gonna be. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do edits and stuff like that when I can, and try not to miss too many daily stuff. But yeah. So have fun. You guys have your plan of whatever you guys want to do. So whatever, movies, trailers, all that good stuff. I know. See, now Brian's got to watch Alien because you got to do the review for Alien.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was coming out in 2 weeks.
Even my wife was like, I ain't gonna see that. I was like,
I saw that trailer, the new trailer in Deadpool. That looked amazing. That looks so good. Even my wife,
I think it's gonna be good.
That's real. That's horror.
It looks really good. Yeah, it looked really good.
Yep, they're bringing Alien. Yeah, I'm with it. They're bringing Alien back to what Alien should be.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Yeah, that looked good. That looked good.
Even though the scene with the multiple face huggers like crawling down the hall,
yeah. We didn't even get in the trailer. We didn't even get a good shot of the alien doing stuff. We just got him screaming at the end, and like that was it.
Yeah, we see more face huggers than the aliens.
Yeah. So I feel like they're saving it for the movie though.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin said, "Do you think Warner Brothers will survive without having the NBA games part of their content?"
Yeah, I think they will but I think that what's going to happen is that Prime is going to continue to grow and grow and grow The fact that it beat TNT, that's crazy. Warner Brothers still be fine because they still have a lot of property, but it will hurt, and not having inside the NBA will hurt.
That sucks. That sucks. But also, I mean, it's gonna hurt as fans, but for them, you got to figure that's money they don't have to spend. That's money that they're not spending, and
But
I don't know
Inside the
how much of
NBA
a return.
brought in a lot. Inside the NBA brought in a lot. It was the
Yeah.
number one basketball show in all America.
Yeah. But I know with their contracts all coming up, they all wanted to get paid because they knew they were the number one basketball show in the world.
They're already getting $30 to $50 million, and Charles Barkley was retiring regardless.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he's retiring no matter what.
Yeah.
And Ernie really didn't want to do it either, but he would have done it with Kenny. So, and when Shaquille O'Neal's on the microphone, it sounds like this. You don't know what he's saying. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, but it is gonna suck. But you find a new group of people and you keep playing around with that, and hopefully you find another good group. But but I think that's what it was too. Like Warner Brothers was like, we don't want to spend all that money. We're good.
Oh, they matched.
I thought they said they didn't want to spend that money.
Oh, they matched them, and
NBA
really? Chose Prime.
Mm-hmm.
They offered the same exact thing, $1.8 billion, and and all the other stuff. They said we'll do exactly the same thing, and NBA chose Prime
to go with Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right call. If I was the NBA, put all your stuff on behind a paywall.
Yeah, I don't think it matters because they're getting the money, and the NBA package is still going to be there.
Yeah,
and it's still split through ESPN and all that stuff, ABC. And just won't have the main show.
Yeah, like the after show or the pre show or whatever. All that stuff.
We just get ESPN, and I'm sure Prime will have their own.
Yeah. I'm sure one of us could help out if you want another opinion of Alien Romulus.
We might get to that, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm sure you guys will figure it out, have some fun with it. So, not the first time I had a miss. So, yeah. Even
we never did do like those giveaways, did we?
No.
That's all right. That'll be our giveaways when Tank comes back. Our celebration. We have balloons and stuff like that.
They're all packed up, ready to ship. So, yeah, I got them box, everything.
Hey, if Hanzo gets me one of those popcorn bucks, or he gets both of us, hey, you getting the money, and you getting one of those Funkos.
Nice. There you go. All right, but cool. Yeah. That's about it, man. Like I said, you guys do some more stuff during the week. I'm gonna miss the House of the Dragon, which is gonna suck.
Yeah,
but that's all right. That's the last one.
You also get a child, so it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Chill's hilarious. ESPN is the DC of the halftime shows. It is.
Funny.
But also NBC is coming back.
That's old school, man. Yep. I haven't heard that in forever. The last time I heard that was when I had to look up 90s Bulls clips. It was the NBC theme song.
The Ghost of Marv Albert will be.
Yeah. So before you leave, did you talk about Blade's line? There's only one blade. Yeah. So we did.
Oh yeah, we definitely talked about that.
And love it.
Yeah,
that line and the sky, the ice skating uphill, motherfucker.
Yeah, that one was a good one. I still like the more behind the scenes personal thing with him and Ryan Reynolds, where he's like, oh, he goes, you never liked me, or I never liked you, or something like that. Like talking about that. So yeah, that's the one that I think got most of my auditorium like shocked. Like Wesley walks in and here go everyone go like, oh, or like, what the fuck? Like I remember even me, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I looked around,
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
no way.
what?
I knew he was gonna be there, but I just thought that the way he looked was so cool. I just
Yeah.
enjoyed it so much, and then him just being Wesley Snipes.
I mean, he killed so many fucking people. He killed
Yeah, he did.
so many people, man. He was so yeah. But yeah, Blade was
Yeah.
awesome.
I was telling Brian I didn't like how they made his neck tattoos look, but other than that, I thought the look was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because I hate it because there was multiple white heroes like Gambit, Sabretooth, Human Torch. Yeah.
When it comes to Blade, it's Blade and T'Challa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean that's a Marvel problem, man.
Mhm.
That's a Marvel problem.
You could
You
add
know.
Storm to that chill. If you really want to do it, really can't. I mean, the Halle Berry Storm just disrespect. But you know, they
I mean, you
have
could have
Oh
thrown
yeah,
in
Halle Berry was
Yeah.
Halle Berry was so trash. I would have taken Alexandra Shipp over her showing up.
No, I think
It should
her
have been
being in this
Angela
movie would have been
Bassett.
better.
Mhm.
Originally, it should have been Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, and like stuff like a movie like this, you could do stuff like that. You could have had Angela Bassett as like, you know, like
But now she's already, you know, she's
Yeah,
already your
promoting.
queen, so you don't really need
Yeah.
her.
But you give her the white
100%
hair
back.
and get rid of the accent kind of well and make her do the X-Men 97 Storm kind of style.
Yeah, but she's already epic. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like she's our queen, you know, our queen of Wakanda. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Wakanda's like amazing. So you don't need for Angela Bassett to be another character now because she's already been an epic one. But they made the wrong choice a long time ago.
Yeah.
Ryan Singer's stupid dumbass.
Yeah. But that's why I
Yeah.
think Halle Berry would have been interesting. And I was hoping to kind of see her pop up. You know, I think it would have gave her at least some redemption. You know, maybe you could have made her actually badass instead of, you know, needing to charge up, or even make a joke about that. Make a joke like, oh, she's only good for one storm after she charges up for like 10 minutes. You know, like, you know, make fun of the fact that you ruined this character. You know, so
People would have been upset.
yeah, yeah. I mean, but people know, you know, like she was lied to. You know, she was lied to. They messed up that character. You know, so if you poke fun of it, you know, same. You know, I think that would have been okay, but
Mhm.
you know, just not enough black characters in Marvel is a big Marvel problem. You know, which is why the DC needs to kind of go into what Kevin's saying. You know, do you think DC can have a comeback? 100%, and
If
they
they
can
do it
do
right,
that, and
they can
they can have like the
Static, Black
static, you know,
Lightning,
Icon and
Icon. I mean,
I
they
forgot who
have
like Icon's partners, but yeah, you know,
they can
so
do
I was like,
so many of these guys, and
like they
you
have
know,
all the milestone characters, you know, so you can do that, you know, and that's something that you could do that Marvel really can't, you know. So, you know, that's why if DC was smart, I would go for it, you know. And then it just you piss off all the dickheads, like, oh, DEI hires. So I was like, okay, like go sit down over there. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know.
but
You
that's
know,
why I
so
hated with Kevin Feige. In fact, Kevin Feige with James
James Gunn.
Gunn said when he didn't go with a black character as one of those ones that he was announcing. Oh, we can always bring him in, but you missed that opportunity because if you did that from the get go,
From the beginning.
yeah, now you go ahead and get everyone behind it, and everyone's like, I can't wait for this. You know, so you have another group of people saying that, especially that's been starved for it since we had the first Black
And
Panther. So
Static would have been an easy layup, man.
it's
Easy,
such
easy,
it's
easy.
such a huge IP. Like why wouldn't you do that?
People
You know,
know it. You know, it's well loved. People, you know, our age love the cartoon. You know, it was easy. choiced it. He still could do it, but like you said,
But you
it
missed
should have
the
been in the
opportunity from the beginning.
the original one. Yeah, Storm needs the African accent. Yeah, that's why if you do Angela now, it might be like, oh, I didn't know Ramonda had powers. I think that's what
It just will look that way no matter. And she was already badass in that, and epic in every scene that she's in. She's already that. So now it just will look like Ramonda, being in every episode, every movie, everything she's in, she just looked like that instead of looking like Aurora. So
I think they should have went with Halle Berry. They should have brought her back. I think that would have been good.
I think that's what piss people off still. And she ain't gonna get killed. We ain't gonna kill Halle Berry.
Nah, but none of them died though.
I don't want her to be back in either. Gambit was fine. I want to eventually let this fade into.
That's why you bring in like Sabretooth. Sabretooth sucked. Like, because everyone here that he mentions, Gambit was never a thing. So that was the first time you met Gambit, and he was a goofball. Definitely over the top comic booky. Sabretooth sucked. I'm sorry. Human Torch was corny, cheesy, but those all worked in this movie. So I think you could have Halle Berry.
I think her powers are once again too powerful,
too much.
She's Omega level.
Have her fight Elias. All right, here, fight this like god cloud demon thing. That would have been kind of cool.
Make it a twister and he'll be gone.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's why we use her, who's a shitty Storm. I don't know. But yeah, again, that's a Marvel problem. DC movies need good history showing black characters, or they do not have good history.
They don't. They really don't.
No, I mean most. Other comics. But DC technically owns Milestone now, so I think they got bought out like years ago. But
so they have characters they could pull from. They have a lot of them, but that's just their opportunity, and they lose it.
Yeah. I said Marvel Studios gonna play it safe going forward.
No. Well, I mean, if you're talking about Jonathan Majors, then I hear you. But if you're talking about black characters, I think that they do need to think about it.
Yeah, Black Panther definitely proves otherwise. Like, this is what you could do, and if it's done well, it could be one of the biggest you got. So, all right, let's get out of here. Sorry, I know we're chit chatting. Let's get out. It's 12:30, man.
Yeah,
and we all have work and stuff tomorrow. So. But appreciate everyone coming and hanging out with us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, share the video, share our lives. We appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us and stuff like that. Yeah. So Monday, these guys will be back talking, some more Deadpool probably and some other stuff and stuff like that. We got Jason in here. What's up, Jason? But yeah,
we'll probably get a panel together. We'll do a Deadpool half, and then we'll probably do House of Dragon if we can too. So we try to get both of them in.
Yeah. I think Danny's a House of Dragon fan, so
yes he is.
Try to get him in here. But cool. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you. Make sure you go check out people in the comments. Chillmonger's doing a bunch of cool stuff. I know he's got his T'Challa video coming out with him and Storm. Jason's doing a bunch of fun stuff, with reviews and sports and soccer. Mama Bear's, popping up on everyone's channel. So love that. Love seeing Mama Bear everywhere. Who else we got? Anzo Toxic is always doing some cool stuff. So yeah. So have you seen that with T? One of the channel members as well, and does a lot of fun stuff on his channel. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of reviews. So appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys on Monday, and I will see you guys soon.
Sometime. Once again, I told you, I'll get a picture, put them back here on the wall.
Put it right there. But all right. Appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Go see Deadpool if you haven't seen it. Go see it 2 more times if you already saw it. But we will see you guys on Monday. Later.
All right. See you guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.